Okay, here we are again. Is that where I want it to be? I think so. That should be fine. Okay. Apologies again for being late. This whole 8 o'clock thing is starting to turn into a trend, and I don't like it. It's actually really counterintuitive to me as well. Like, the later that I start this, the worse it actually is for my schedule, because when I start working again next week, I have to be in bed, not done with the stream, in bed, like done with the stream, done in the shower, everything, and in bed by no later than 10:30, or I am absolutely screwed, because I have to get up at 6 in the morning at the latest. So it's not really, this is not really going to work, this whole, oh, well, I'll get started at 8 o'clock thing. I get the impression, though, that the reason why I'm so, well, I know why I'm late today. There's it's a lot of different things. It's like complicated circumstances, and by that I mean several things all converging on one day. Not to be helped that it's the holiday weekend either, but part of it is probably the fact that I'm playing a second bad game after playing another bad game, and I don't know that that's necessarily healthy for me. Maybe I should have thought that one through before I did this. I'll talk more about that on the rest of the stream, hopefully, though, because I did a little thinking about it, and I'll have a chat about it when we get a little more into the video game. Until then, let's get ready to move. So, hey, Chris, how's it going? Welcome back. Mono versus the Wiggly Boys Part 2. Yeah, something to that effect today. We'll see if I can pull it out better this time than I did previously. I think what I might actually do, though, is that I might go into the controls and I might switch some stuff up, because if I enable the automatic charge and the rapid fire functions, those will probably first of all be better for my fingers, since my fingers aren't exactly 18 anymore, and second of all, I can remap the buster shots to R1 where I currently have the special weapons, because it'll be easier for me to just hold the trigger down and then just shoot the special weapons with the square button in certain situations. Like, for example, when I'm trying to fight that donut thing while trying to maneuver, it'll probably be easier to do that. I don't know if we're going to do that yet. We're going to have to see, but I know where I'd like to go today, and that's what we'll go for from there. No time to play video games. Meanwhile, my rapidly shrinking wallet. Yeah, it's one of those things, it's like you'd like to play, there's no time to play, but you're still backlogging. And that's the problem that I kind of had, is that it's like, it's not necessarily that I bought too many games and there's a bunch of things that I want to play that I've never played before. A lot of the ones that I am going to play for the stream are games that I've played previously, and I just want to showcase them for myself. Because usually what ends up happening is, as I get older, it gets harder to access them, or I just don't feel like playing them anymore. So, but also, when I play them for the stream, typically I don't come back to them. This is an exception. Usually I don't return to games when I play them for the stream, because I just don't feel the obligation to, or the actual drive to come back to them. But in this particular case, it was for a purpose, and I think that's the problem, actually. So I'm doing this for a reason, other than just, yeah, I kind of want to play this right now. But I know it's serving a purpose. It's just a matter of, do I want it to, do I want to keep doing it once that purpose has been served? Once I'm, halfway through the game and I feel like I've gotten all the rust off, does it still serve a purpose at that point? I don't know. We're not halfway through the game yet. We'll have to find out in a little while. How you doing, everybody? Welcome back to Mega Man X6 Extreme Mode with Unarmored X, the Stream Edition. Last time we started our adventures again. Is this louder than it usually is? Hold on. Let's see. Sometimes the volume mixer makes it louder than it was. Turn it down one. There we go. It was loud in my ears, although that might just be me. Yeah, we began our adventure last time. We beat 3 Mavericks, and we've hit a bit of a wall, a bit of a snag, but, well, all roads point in 2 directions. There's one thing we still need to get from the North Pole area, because I forgot to get the heart tank while we were there, I need Blaze Heatnix's effect in order for that to happen, but we can go game over in that again while I try to beat the first donut. I say first of many. Anyway, or we can go to Shield Sheldon's place and go down into the bonus area, because the bonus area at Shield Sheldon's place actually has like 3 rescuable Reploids that are very, very good. And also, I think if I remember right, the energy up is down there, the heart tank is down there on the way to the bonus area. And there's like 3 of them that will be very useful, especially if I want to ever get through these donuts. So, I think what I might do is I might go here first. I don't remember what effect is going to be here, but we're going to find out in just a second. It might just be the bugs from Commander Mark's stage, which is fine if that's what it is. I don't mind. And then we'll just go down into the bonus area. Hopefully, anyway. We'll make it down there. Shouldn't have much to worry about in the beginning of the stage, because we pretty much got all that out of the way already, so... oh, okay, I'll take that, thank you. I forget if these platforms disappear or not, so I'm gonna treat them as if they do. Okay, as if they do. No, I'll take that, actually, thank you. But it's like there's something useful we can get here that in the bonus area. Several useful things, really, but specifically something here that will help with... shoot through that guy's shield. Yes, I did. Okay. No, over here. Really. Something useful here that will help us get something useful in a different stage that will help us get the most useful thing that we need in order to really... oh, okay, it's the blocks. Oh, because of Central Museum. Okay, I see. Okay. Also, if you get hit by the light, like the front part of the light, you can go through the rest of the light, but if you get hit by the front part, you take some damage. And the red blocks here, I don't think they can be destroyed by regular... well, they can't be destroyed by the regular X-Buster, that's for sure. So. But thankfully, it doesn't look like that's going to make a difference in terms of us getting to the bonus area, so... it's just a matter of whether I'll survive long enough when we get to the bonus area to actually do anything. Okay, that's not what I want. There we go. I think that's what I want. Yep. We want to go down here, where there is another light puzzle for us. Okay, I think that's what I want right there. I say as I just try to charge up and immediately undo my own work. Let me get that guy out of the way first. Okay, so... whoop. Let's move this way. It's a surprise tool that will help us later. Yeah, exactly. Something like that, anyway. Oop. I gotta be careful where I go here. I'm not gonna have much room to maneuver if I'm not careful. I don't know what that one over there is doing, honestly. I think this actually needs to be here. Shoot it up here. Thank you. Oh, he came back. Are you kidding me? Okay. At least now I can get rid of that guy. We need this to do that, I think, and then we need this to do that. I forget exactly. And then we need this thing here to do something other than what it's currently doing. I can't believe I'm alive right now. That's what I need right there. Okay, well, I don't know what I was expecting to happen there, but it definitely wasn't gonna go my way. So I guess we get to do that whole entire puzzle again. Lovely. Okay. Hopefully this time we'll have enough health to actually make it through. We'll see. You mock me, video game. Oops. There we go. Alright, now. I think that was what it wanted. This I want to go, well wait, let's wait a second so that the light doesn't kill me. Okay, yeah, we want to go that way so we can activate that thing. Let me wait that out for a second. As we've established, contact damage is going to be the death of me. That like that. That like that. Once he shoots in the correct direction. Whoops. Like, I don't mind if I take shots from their little, like... I don't mind if I take their little shots to the face, that's fine. It's just that plus the contact damage is not going to help me, so... Alright, where's this one supposed to go? I think like that. So that one shoots, which I need this to actually shoot this way. There you go, to activate it. Forgot he came back. Whoops. Oh, okay, so this goes through, but not the rest. I don't dare. Alright. It's fine. No, it's not fine. I'm gonna die again. And there ain't nothing I can do about it. Because I'm gonna need to, I think I need to take a hit in order for this to go where I want it to go. Well, maybe I can get through. I just don't think I can get through that guy and go back, like, I have to go backwards here to do this. Nope, that's not it. Okay, well, we're safe for... Really? Seriously. We're safe for a second. Let me turn around so I don't get whacked in the face by this stuff. Who thought this was a good idea? Who thought the PS1 could handle this? I'm going. Well, I've got frames. Okay. Alright, that's fine. I'll take the little bit extra life. There's an invisible wall there, by the way. So, in case you're wondering what the heck just happened, that's what that is, so... I'll take that. I should have a checkpoint here now. Yep, okay. Good. We don't have to do that again, so that's a good thing. The checkpoint's a little awkward, though, but that's fine. Do I have anything that'll... Really? Do I have anything that'll help in this situation? I don't think the ice block will help. Maybe the guard shell actually will help in this situation, because I'll take their shots and shoot them back at them. Okay, well, we got one out of the way. Now I can just duck behind my shield, blow you away, blow you away, and blow you away. Okay, more invisible blocks. Yeah, I think there's one right here, one right here. Now this is going to be a challenging thing to do right here, but let me get this guy out of the way first. This block doesn't go away, so it should be a little easier. I have to ice burst this, but I don't know if I can do it the right way. Yeah, not from there anyway. Okay, that guy's gonna come back, so I'm gonna wait for him to come back. I'm gonna blast him away. He's got Nightmare Souls that I just lost, but, you know. Okay, I think that's the idea. But I have to do it right. I mean, I guess I could just go like that and, like, get it and die. That I didn't get it and die just there, but, like, I thought about it and I said, why am I trying to, like, do this without losing a life? That seems silly. Let's just get it. Okay. X, please jump when I tell you to jump. We're never gonna make it if you don't jump. I guess I have a bunch of lives now, so I shouldn't be so, whoops, worried about it. What a mess. Alright, but we got all the Reploids there. I don't think any... Actually, I think Energy Up was one of them. You know, maybe getting the one wasn't such a good idea. Okay, that works. Thank you for the assist there. I didn't expect that, but I'll take it. And I'm getting out of here. Sometimes you forget that the PlayStation is more or less a slightly better SNES. It did come out in, like, what, 1996 or 1997, so... I mean, it can play CDs, which is a good thing, but yeah, the upgrade in technology isn't quite as substantial as a lot of people probably make it seem like it is, so... Alright, come on. Oh, good. His shots go through the platforms and mine don't. I love that for me. Damn it. I'm not gonna get it. I'm just gonna take it. I'll get more souls anyway from fighting other guys. Okay. Alright, now here's the trouble. Here's where the problem comes in. You see those two guys up there? The top of the screen is a wall. So if I hit the top of the screen trying to get up there and get these guys, I will hit the spikes and die. So, and also the spikes have contact damage on the side of them. I forgot about that. But we have to get both of, well, we only really have to get one of those guys, to be quite honest, but... so basically I'm going to spend a bunch of lives trying to get them, and then I'm going to spend at least one life getting that weapon tank. I don't think I need the weapon tank, but it'll help. There is, I promise you, there is a spot there where we can actually, like, safely jump off the wall. It's just, I just have to find it first. Yeah, like that. That's the spot right there. But you know what I think I need to do as well? Because if you swing the Z-Saber, you get a slightly larger hitbox, so that might actually put me on the platform if I do that. Who's ready to play Kaizo Mario today? Not me. I should have just gone for the weapon tank when I realized I didn't quite hit that platform. Never played Kaizo Mario. Never really had the inkling to do so. Probably because I played this game, so alright now. Okay, I got him. That's the important part. I got him. We didn't get on the platform, but I did get him. So now we don't have to do that again. And now I can just waste a life getting that, and we can go away. And also, we got a life from each of those guys up there, so that's why we aren't game overed yet. Not that game over even... Oops, okay. Just get out of there. Not that game over even makes a difference here, but, you know. Adding insult to injury. Can I make this? Yeah, okay. I don't know what I was worried about. Hold on. That didn't hit. Gotta do it, yeah, at the top of my jump. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, maybe let me through. See, because rapid fire would help with this particular situation where I could just rapid fire at him on the wall instead of trying to do that the other way. Okay. I don't know if this makes it easier or harder here, these blocks. Okay, grab the thing, X. Thank you. Oh, God. I'm just going to go for this guy. If I die, I die. It's fine. We have a check... Well, not a checkpoint, but we aren't exactly leaving this place. That guy there that we just got gave me the damage barrier part, I think, if I remember correctly. Because he... Yeah, because I think the other guy that's right near him gives the... Well, the guy up there gave me Weapon Saver, which halves the energy cost of using a weapon. A special weapon, so... And then... Whoop, okay. That dash was not intentional. And then the guy down here gave me Damage Barrier, which will double my invincibility time when I'm damaged. So that's nice. Gotta get this guy too, if I remember correctly. Okay. And maybe this guy as well. Okay, we made it. We made it. I could have probably stood on that platform and got a few more Nightmare Souls, but we actually have a checkpoint in this room now, and we have, well, walls that we can jump off of, so that we can fight the Zero Nightmare guy. Which, it's not very nice that he's running around impersonating Zero. My Zero's still in the repair shop. Let's teach him a lesson, shall we? The purple guy. That's him, right there. Yeah, something tells me you don't want to do that anymore. Okay. See, you say that, but... Oops. I definitely did an air dash just there, thinking it would be enough. Oops. going to take a little bit to get it back, I think. Okay. Yeah, it's going to take a little bit. I have to do a short hop and then a short hop and then go underneath the slash, so. I could probably be more like... I could probably stay on the wall, then drop off the wall when he does that, actually. Like, if I jump up when he does his charge shots, because he does 2 and then the saber slash. So I could jump up on the wall at 2 of the slashes. Like this, hang on. Like that. Oop. Oh god. Yeah. I just have to time it to where I actually, like... Okay. I did not mean to dash there. That was a double tap. That's a lot of HP for level 2. It sure is. It's a little more than what I've got. Maybe I should have gone back and got that hard tank first from Blizzard Wolfang stage. Or maybe I just need to get good. Also, hello Marie. How you doing? Welcome back. We went back to the Laser Institute so that we could grab a bunch of extra parts that will help us. Including Damage Barrier and Weapon Saver and I think Weapon Plus as well, if I remember correctly. Okay, I just need to play better. That's what it is. The heck is he saying? Good question. Jesus, that saber slash did a lot of damage. I could probably dodge that too if I do it correctly, but okay. It's all in Japanese, whatever he's saying, so... I don't really have a good spot to dodge that, I don't think. Okay. Yeah, this again. Okay. Looks like 2 more shots. Now this again. Okay. I almost got it. If I had gone all the way to the wall, I would have been fine, I think. But when he shoots it to the right, it looks like the right wall is safe. Maybe when he shoots it to the left wall is also safe. I'm going to operate on that assumption going forward. And basically, if I see him do that, I'm just going to slide. If I remember to do it, I'm just going to slide to the wall. Okay. Alright, I think this is either that or... Okay. Well, that was not very nice. Ow. 2 shots away again. Okay. Wall safe? Wall safe. Good. So, fires to the right, right wall safe. Stop that. Go home, Nightmare Zero, you're drunk. Okay. Well, that was a nightmare and a half. I guess at least he's on brand. But for defeating the Nightmare version of Zero, we get back the regular version of Zero, who we could not, despite what I was saying, we could not play as until we just beat the Nightmare version, so... Yeah, what was with that guy? What do you mean you're alive? Didn't we take him to the repair shop? What do you mean X is alive? You gave him your sword so that way you're like, you'll carry on my legacy. I mean, we did have a bit of a problem, like, coming back from the station, so... Yes, I'm sure you did. I suppose, you know, you didn't want to get caught by anybody, but, like, who do you think was going to catch you other than us? Couldn't we have repaired you faster? Just saying. It's been an emotional reunion, X, but now you have to beat the rest of the game yourself. I already beat this video game. I'm needed in the Mega Man Zero series. Goodbye. Can we talk about how they didn't have to reuse X vs. Zero from X5, but thank the fuck they did. I mean, they could have done something else that probably wouldn't have... Well, I don't know. The soundtrack in this game is pretty okay, but they did use... yeah, so that was the same track that they used in X5 when X and Zero fought, so... Whatever. Cool to see you, funny sword robot man. Yeah, I mean, it's good that he's here. And ideally, they should be fighting together, but due to self-imposed challenges that are happening right now, that's not going to happen. But like I said, if you watch the first playthrough that I did, it was 3 streams and we beat the game. Basically, we got Zero as quickly as possible and we beat the game with him, so yeah. Okay, we got energy up, we got energy saver. There's a person named him in there apparently, and we got the, yeah, so there was quite a few things we got there, and as you'll see here in a second, we got energy up, so that's one that'll just add 2 more energy to our actual weapons. Energy saver, we equip that and our weapons cost half cost. Damage barrier, which doubles, or maybe it's called double barrier, I don't know, the D is kind of confusing. It doesn't really say what it is. It's probably double barrier, actually, because if I remember right, in X7 it was triple barrier once you upgraded it enough. But it doubles our invincibility time when we get hit, so that's good. And then Weapon Plus, which increases the damage of our special weapons by, I think, just 1 damage, which may not sound like much, but considering the fact that my regular yellow pellets deal 1 damage and my charge shot deals 2, most special weapons deal 2, and then now they'll deal 3, so that should make things a little bit better for us. I hope. Alright, so now to go die to Blaze Heatnix a couple of times so that I can activate his Nightmare effect. And then once I'm done activating his Nightmare effect, I can go back to Blizzard Wolfang stage, grab the Heart Tank, and then we're done in Commander Yamark stage, Shield Sheldon stage, and Blizzard Wolfang stage forever. And then we can move to something else. So it's him from the Powerpuff Girls? Something like that. I don't know. Time to execute some other things. Yeah, there we go. I mean, he already said he would, Cygnus, so he can go scout out and do stuff like that while we do the actual work. Oh, there is a, oh no, that's the mirror copy effect that shows up in that stage. I was like, which Nightmare effect is that? But it's the mirror copy one. Yeah, so I guess we'll go do this. I don't think, oh, that's gonna, can I go back this way? Okay, I can go to the left and just get straight to X. I was gonna say, that's gonna mess me up and end up playing a 0 or something one of these times. But yeah, let's go get the Nightmare effect here. I didn't equip any parts because I don't expect to beat this guy for a little bit yet. We need a different special weapon before I could, so. Excuse me. Just upgraded from using dozens of stone pickaxes to iron to mine out a mountain on a Minecraft server. Good crap. Hey, nice. That will definitely make a difference. Because if I remember my Minecraft correctly, the upgrade from stone to iron is a pretty substantial one, so. I think I mostly remember by proxy of what I remember of Stardew Valley, though. Because a lot of the stuff in Stardew Valley has the same, like, effect. So. I have an itch on my leg. I can't sit here and do it. You know what? You know what's the worst though is when that happens when you're washing dishes. That's the worst because it always happens to me like right when I start washing dishes. It's like, oh, I just have an itch that I can't scratch because my hands are in the middle of washing dishes. Could ya not, body? Okay, where am I going? What the hell am I doing? I was doing pretty well, and then this. Alright, I gotta start working on the top. Actually, you know, I should probably actually take care of the bottom first, both of them. Because then I'll have less projectiles to deal with, so. X, turn around. Thank you. And I missed. And I missed again. Oh, that's done. Okay. Awesome. I didn't dash there. Okay. I'll go back this way. Sure, why not? Yeah, you caught me in midair. I mean, I think just having more health is making this more bearable, though, quite honestly. So, sometimes you just need a little more HP. Or maybe I've gotten good. Oh my god. I say that as my dash doesn't come out. My finger slipped off the button just then. Because this is very, like, hand crampy, actually. You miss your old server tools? Efficiency actually does make a difference. Yeah, I can imagine, honestly. Yeah, got good. He says as he explodes. I have done precisely no? Okay. 1 to 2 damage. Okay, so if each shot is what I said and it's worth 2, that means this guy's got like 96 health or something. I'm gonna come down on top of that projectile, aren't I? But for as much of a victory as this is going to feel like when I first get it to happen, don't let it go to your heads. I mean, I know it's me that's playing, but don't let it go to any of your heads because the fun with the donut, you see, has only just begun. We're pretty evenly matched right now, though. Yeah, this is really cramping my hand right now. It's not good for me, but... Okay, I haven't been focusing on specific parts. I need to be focusing on specific parts to get them out, because if I don't, then we'll end up with too many projectiles for me to deal with. Again. Of course, that's if they let me shoot the specific parts that I want to shoot without bouncing them off. Alright, each of you has got to have, like, I was going to say 1 health left or something. Yeah, my hand's cramping again. Okay, hold on. Stop it. Stop. There. Stop it, not when I'm this close. We got him. At what cost, but we got him. Alright, I think I get a checkpoint here, so that's helpful. The fire deals 33% of my health in 1 hit, so that's not going to work very nicely. So let's just refresh our health bar. How about that? This has to be the worst thing ever. It's not much fun for my fingers, I'll say that much. I was going to say, well, I don't get your... Oh, it does more damage than I thought. Okay, well, I'll have to be careful of the fire then. Avoid the flames, X. Come on, fire, get out of my way, thank you. I'm going to stay here for a second. I don't trust that thing. I was going to say, give me plenty of health, please, because I'm definitely going to need it. Let's see. There we go. Okay. I'm a little fireproof, just not that much. That's okay, that's mean, guys. Come on. It's right below. How am I supposed to know? It's directly below me. Just gotta be patient with it. Okay, there we go. I thought I was safe. I was not safe, as it turns out. That is the most mean flamethrower you've ever seen. I know. It is really not cool. Like, really, really not cool. That combo was pretty good, though. Take the shot and take the other shot. Alright, this was the one that was... No, it wasn't. Never mind. It's the next one. I'm gonna let that go. I don't need it right now. Okay. Thought I was gonna come down on that one for a second. Yeah, see, there we go. If I let go of the square button and press the R1 button at the same time, they fire both. So that's helpful. Oh, I got him. Okay. I thought he was disappearing, like he was going to disappear from the screen and come back. But no, he disappeared because he died. Well, I don't have to worry about that guy coming back now, so... And these are in sync now, it looks like. Well, kind of, anyway. I shouldn't have said anything. Okay, I think I see it, so I gotta wait 2 more cycles of this one, and then they'll be in sync. Yeah, okay, there we go. Okay, you know what, Yamar option? You're alright. Dev's 83 flam. Something like that. Get out of here. Alright, so, now, I'll give you all one guess. When I jump down this pit, what's going to be waiting for me at the bottom of this pit? I'll give you 10 seconds to guess. Are you ready? Go ahead. Take your guess. What would be the worst thing you could possibly think of to see at the bottom of this pit? It's been about 10 seconds, so let's go get our answer. Here we go. It's the donut again! Yay! Thankfully, we have a little more room to maneuver this time, so that should help a little bit. I shouldn't have grabbed that guy yet. But yeah, if I had Weapon Saver, I'd have like a bunch of Yamars to work with, and also they'd be doing more damage, so... It's a little unfortunate that I don't, but, you know, it's also fine, I guess. I should also probably not be taking this much damage. Well, okay. Because taking unnecessary damage is not a good thing for me. Okay. Alright, let's lock in now, shall we? I could follow him down there, but I kind of like having the high ground, so... Likely lost a ton of HP after that section, and here's this guy again. I know, it's like, come on. Seriously? Oh god. Speaking of lost a ton of HP, let's use my E-Tank and not even get back to full, because it wasn't a full E-Tank. Sucks, but at the very least, the rescuable Reploids help fill that up. If they didn't, like, I barely see any life energy at all in this game from the stages and stuff, so I don't know what you'd do. Like, if they didn't refill it. But yeah, that door down there won't open until we beat this guy, so... We gotta do a little bit of some maneuvering to do that. Okay, I'm getting out of here. Maybe I should go down. Eventually, Monochromium stopped thinking. And he just went with the flow. I think that one's done, actually. I was trying to shoot that before he started shooting at me. I'll wait here. I know you'll be back. I could also shoot, like, not shoot, but blast him with the Z-Saber when he comes up here. Oh, I got both of those. Okay, well, we're going down now, because that gives me an easier line to hit the other two. Apparently this one's the only one that I've got left to work on. Okay. Well, this might be a little complicated. I gotta, like, sneak that one in. Hey, that worked. Nah. Yeah, definitely gonna have to sneak a few shots in here. Thankfully, it's just that one shooting at me now, so it should be a little easier to sneak some shots in. That was that was the stupidest thing I could have done there. I shouldn't... They shouldn't give me all this extra health, because now I'm gonna get stupid with it. This is what I mean, though, is after a while, the game becomes a lot more playable just because you have more health, and you could just really... He blocked all three of those shots, you rat bastard. Sneak another one in on you there. Okay, I can't shoot him from here. I gotta wait till he comes down here. Okay, one hit away. Sneak one in. Yep, but it wasn't one hit, it was 2 hits. Well, 2 hits with the not fully charged buster. See, if I had quick charge, that would have been fine. I do not, though. Bye. Alright, now. 2 doors she has, this section. Also, I think the bonus area is up here, if I remember correctly. Like, all the way up here. But I don't think you can get there from here. Does that guy follow me? Yeah, maybe I can go. Okay. I don't want to go too far, though, because then I'll have him after that Reploid instead of me. Maybe. Hang on, let me let go of this. I don't know if that's a good idea, though, because then he's going to go blast that Reploid to death, but... Okay. You get away from them. So yeah, I think you can get up here. Alright, that's fine. Rescue a bunch of Reploids to get our E-Tank back. I think the life and energy up are up here as well, so it's probably not a bad idea to go here. And we can always go back down as well, so... oh, okay, I was gonna say, game, where'd the music go? Come on, I know you wanna. Walk into the firing line. Oh. There we go. Nope. Nope, not getting that guy before he comes back. Where did you even come from? Okay, that's fine. grab this guy. So that's the bonus area. I don't want to go there. Hopefully we can make it back, because there's another part that I'd like back down the pit there. And again, Dr. Light Capsule, we could grab it. I'm not going to. I'm almost out of Yamars, which is a little scary, but we'll make it work. So yeah, 2 doors. You can go this way, to the right there. Or you can go, well, the way that we're going to go. I think this is the correct one. Wonder what the time would look like for a speed run of Unarmored X. 1 hour and 33 minutes. And that's just video time. I don't know if that's actual in-game time. But I'll post the video that X Maverick Hunter did of the full 100% run of Unarmored X. And actually it's not even 100%, it's 99% because you can't get to the bonus area of Commander Mark's stage. So, but yeah, he beat it in not even 2 hours. So there you go. Yeah, this is the one I'm looking for. What you want to look for is if it goes into an upward slope. If it goes into an upward slope, you're in the right place. If not, then you're in the wrong place. Oh god. It jumps now? What the hell? Just get out of my way, please. Alright, that I think is the Maverick I needed. Right there. So, I'll go this way. Get rid of those first. They come back when I go off the screen. This is gonna suck. I need to go earlier than that. Also, the bugs are blocking me, and I barely have any MRs left, but that's okay. I'm gonna say it shouldn't take too many to get rid of them. And also, I'm about to get a full weapon refresh anyway when I die in like 3 seconds. Because by the time I see this guy jump back on the screen, it's gonna be time to go. You need to stop. You need to stop, okay? You guys need to stop coming back. All right, anyway, we got the guy that I needed there, so maybe we'll go the downward slope one, because that'll be easier than going upward slope. I don't actually know, honestly. I do wish the guard shell worked on that guy's projectiles, though. That would make this a little easier, but they don't. So yeah, we'll go downward slope. Please get rid of the little bug, thank you. I don't know if those will help me or not, actually. I guess I could go like that and jump over. Yeah, you know, that's a little easier. And I can chase you. How do you like it? Oh, God. I'm getting overzealous. Going down further, I want to see what else is down here, besides more bugs. Okay, we got that part. Now the rest of them are going to be complicated. This part shouldn't be too hard to get either, actually. Leave that guy. Nothing I can do about him, so... Nothing I can do about that bug that's sitting there, either. Oh, my dash. Oh. If the nightmares are gonna respawn after they're off-screen, why the hell don't they drop souls? Oh, that would be considered grinding. They can't have that in this game. I don't think that the guard shell works on the nightmare shots either, now that I think about it, so... Again, I wonder... I don't think this works. I think we tried this before, and the Ice Burst doesn't work on the actual, like... the actual parts of the donut here. Like, if I shoot an Ice Burst at it, it doesn't work, so... Bug, you better get out of my way. Oh, this is why this part was so easy to beat last time. It's like I got that one quick, because you could just do that. Honestly, the nightmares aren't really that bad here. It's like if you stay low, they usually don't even bother you all that much. Other than Okay. Who seems to have it out for me, which is fine. Alright, just focus on dodging now. Because we can't really do anything about this part for right now because it's on the other side. Okay, that part's done. Thought I could get away from them. I'm gonna wait and try to sneak a pot shot in here. Hey, it worked out. I could jump up on one of those poles to get this part as well, but... Nah. I'll just get it on the other end. Oh, you know what I should do is I should take out the Z-Saber here. I know the Yamar option would help with the bugs, but, like, you know what else would help? Hitting that thing with the Z-Saber. No. Axe, come on. Don't start doing that. That's not how you're supposed to play. I know. They're waiting. They're like, nope, we're gonna take that away from you. Oh, but you see, Mr. Nightmare, I wasn't trying to hit you. I was trying to hit something else. Alright, Bug, I swear to God. Get out of my way, thank you. Okay. And that's actually less crampy on my fingers, too, if I do that, so... I think I got that part, actually. Okay. You know what? I'm okay with this. Then I just gotta deal with this guy and not die. One hit away. It's on the other side, right? Come back, please. Yeah, it's on the other side. Okay, that's 3 donuts down. We've lost collectively, I mean, a lot of lives, but we're actually net positive on the lives, so... Oh, it's Maverick Hunter, never mind. Yeah, that makes sense then, right? To be fair, that mentality's always messed with you personally. I already bought your ticket for your damn amusement park. Why the hell do I need to enjoy my time by your rules? Because, you see, they don't want you to enjoy the time by anyone else's rules. No, I don't know. How in the hell am I going to do this? As you'll see in a moment, this is going to be complicated. Because now there's lava below me. And it's going to rise out of the lava. And the lava will rise periodically. So isn't that lovely? Also, there's bugs. And my shots don't go through the bug, which, you know, we knew that part, but... I had a feeling it was going to come out of there. Ow. Oh, this one. Yeah, not much fun, this one. Gonna need the Yamar options for this one. So I'm glad I got a full weapon tank now that I'm done with, you know, dying. Excuse me. Why did I choose to do this, though? Like, I chose to do this because I wanted the heart tank. I could have waited until we got, Metal Shark Player's weapon. And that would have made this so much simpler. No, he didn't shoot that time. I think eventually the screen stops rising as well, so, like, you gotta be quick and careful with this. You know what? That works. Okay. I can't believe I got that guy. Just spam. Just spam. It's the only way out. Which way are you going? Okay. To be fair, we've gotten them chunked down pretty good so far. Oh god, the lava. So that's where you would have come in from the other side if you had gone on the upward slope one. You're just in the place where I can't shoot you because my shots don't go through platforms in this game. Who thought that was a good idea? Yeah, like, what do I do now? You know, like, how do I damage that? I don't know what to do now. I guess just do this and hope for the best and try not to take damage from the lava as best I can. Because if I remember right, the lava does 33% of your HP if you're in it. And also I'm in it quite a bit now, yeah. This is such a waste of a Maverick theme. Well, the thing is that the stage, yeah, like you said, is literally 90% donut mini-boss, and then Blaze Heatnix himself is, like, really easy by comparison. I'm gonna say that, and he's gonna mess the hell out of me, but that's okay. I'll deserve it at that point, you know. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna deal with the bottom ones, honestly. I'm gonna have to figure that part out soon, because it's gonna become a problem that I'm gonna have to deal with very shortly. Did he disappear? No, he died. Okay. Okay, that part's done. Bug is gone. Oh, get the damage off on the bottom one there while he's up here, actually. Once I run out of Yamars, I'm kind of screwed, though, so I gotta be careful. I know that lava's coming. I wanted to get the damage as much as I could. Okay, it's just bottom left now, and it's got almost all of its health left. Which is a problem, but... yeah, I really, like, I have to linger in order to... okay, well, you know, actually, I did a couple of damage there. So... I'm gonna waste my Yamars here. There we go. Okay, that's it for Yamars, so... just shoot, guys, as best you can. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do about that bottom part. We're gonna have to share space here, sir. Okay, I did some damage there. And I think that's the top of the screen right there, actually. I don't remember if the lava stops rising or if it just sort of says fuck you and kills you there. I could be wrong about that. You know, here's what I'm going to do, though. I'm not going to use the Yamars until we're on the bottom, too, because I think the Yamars will help a little. Well, maybe, actually, I might have to, because they're the reason why we chunked through half of that thing so quickly, as you'll see in a second. Think it stops? Okay, well, we'll test that theory in a moment. Oh, God. Yeah, I mean, I can kind of chunk it with the Z-Saber, actually, so it might be okay. See, that got 3 hits off there. That's pretty good. Oh, Bug, get out of here. Surprised how much the bugs hurt, too. I'm gonna say I'm gonna risk the lava for a second. Just to get a little bit of extra hits off. Ooh, this is a good spot. I'm gonna take a hit from the lava, though. Did it kill me immediately? That's not good. That's not good at all. On brand, Blaze Heatnix is a dumb name. I mean, they had already used a lot of the good ones at this point for their fire Mavericks, so it's kind of hard to come up with a lot of original material at this point. I mean, one of them, they literally had already named the Mavericks. How do you top the Mavericks? And he was a T-Rex at the same time, so, like, how do you top that? It's kind of hard. So, still think Flamestag was a cool design. Yeah, I like Flamestag too, actually. Didn't like his boss fight too much, but liked him design-wise. It does like a third of your... I don't know, that looked like more than a third, but... oh, contact damage. Don't do that to yourself. I did it again. I walked too early. Stop looking at me like that, Bugs. It's not okay. Okay. It's not okay is what I was going to say, and then I got hit by a third bug. I'm getting rid of the bugs now. They're annoying me. I think this is a wash, though. I think I'm gonna die before I get anything meaningful done here, so... oh, especially if he does that. Like, what do I do? True, that was cool. Yeah, like I said, it's kind of hard to top the Mavericks. Okay, let's jump back into my personal hell once again. I swear, this stage had better not be like the whole stream. I'm gonna be really upset. You're not supposed to be that close. Get out of here. Personal space, Bug. Get away from me. Okay, see, we already got that one already done. And actually, we didn't use a ton of the the guys. See, this is what's using all the Yamars, though, is them making contact with his body. So I need to, like, keep them as far away from him as I can. Oh, God. Get out of there, X. Okay. I'll take that over what was going to happen. Because, like, the shots, I think maybe they have limited ammo, but I think it's pretty high ammo count, so... Okay, I somehow got away with that one. I don't know how we managed that one, but we got away with it. Yeah, I knew you were going to do that. Not a whole lot going on there, DPS-wise. The shots should go through the platforms. Yes, you are correct. I don't know whose decision it was to make them not, but they don't. What hit me? Oh, probably another bug, actually. Oh God, I got hit, and like my jump, I didn't press the jump button after I got hit. I pressed it before I got hit, or at least during my hit, so not sure how you beat this one. I think we can do it. I just think we need to get lucky with him where he moves. And if the lava stops, it'll be fine. We just have to wait until we get to the top, and we have to have enough health left to not die, and then it's just a matter of picking the correct platform to jump to, I think. Okay, got good damage off there. Also, the bug that we just harassed with the Z-Saber, it will come back. That's the unfortunate part about doing that without the Yamar option. If you don't destroy them permanently without the Yamar, they'll come back, so... See, there he is again. We got rid of him again, but he's back. Alright, where are you going? Okay. Oh, you can't do a saber swipe there, X, when it's when you're crouched? That's unfortunate. I'm getting out of here before he shoots. Oh God, get me. The lava was like in my peripheral, but I wasn't looking at it, and well, it very nearly got me as a result of that. Stop that. That was a lot of unnecessary damage I just took, and then I took some more from that bug. Okay, that's done. Yeah, X can't. Doesn't look like X can use the Z-Saber while crouched, which is unfortunate because Zero definitely could. Oh God. Lava! Like, what do I do in that situation? What do I do in that situation? Consult the sacred text, 16-year-old forum post. That sounds about right. X literally has no idea how to use a sword. So it's totally fair that he only knew how to do the basic overhead swings. I don't know, I feel like if he didn't know how to use it, then why did they give it to him as an option? Like, it's just going to make you miss Zero until you unlock him, and then it's going to make you want to play as Zero because X was bad at it. I think if we can get through this one, though, like, I think this is the toughest of the four. And I think if we can get through this one, we'll be in better shape. Because the next one I have some room to maneuver, unlike this one. So. That got 3 hits off. Nice. So it takes like 4 Z-Saber swings just to get rid of that guy. Okay, we got that one already. That's good. Yep, lava. I stayed just a little too long. What happens for the people who don't unlock Zero? Good question. Well, actually, they come back here with the metal anchor, quite honestly. If you come back here with the metal anchor, the donuts are way easier. And actually, I think we've gotten all of the rescuable Reploids outside of the bonus area. So, technically speaking, I mean, we can game over here and be fine. I mean, I'm okay with game overing here. It might be personal at this point, though. I don't know. You know, I might just decide, nah, you know what? I want to beat this guy. Even if it's suboptimal, I kind of want to beat this guy. You know, I don't know. We'll see what I. Okay, bug. Stop it. We'll see what I decide. And actually, we could also come back later when we get Buster Plus, because Buster Plus increases X's damage with his X Buster, which would help significantly with this whole circumstance that we're in currently. I can't hit this bug from here. I kind of can. There we go. I'm going to get hit by the lava. Yep. That was another what do I do situation, honestly. X is literally built for adaptation. How does he suck at wielding a sword? I mean, I guess I don't know. That's a fair question. I mean, he's absorbed the energy. Well, I guess maybe it's because when, like, if he's similar to the original Mega Man, right? The original Mega Man had to defeat a boss in order to absorb his energy, and then once he absorbed his energy, he could use his weapons. He couldn't just use it by looking at him. Since Zero was gone and not, like, visible to X, he couldn't, like, absorb Zero's energy and then, you know, learn how to use the sword as well as Zero could. Which, quite honestly, that would have been a cool detail to put into X5, actually, if they had been like, okay, well, here, X, here's my control chip or something like that, you know? Absorb the energy from my control chip and you'll be able to use the sword just as well as I do. Because then that could have offered them an option, you know, if they decided to make more X games, which they did. So, I shouldn't have done that. I had plenty of time to do that. I'm going to try again. I know, I probably shouldn't be doing this because this is going to be like the whole stream, but really, Bug? Get out of here! I don't want to use your Mars on you yet. Although I'm kind of doing this whole thing without them, especially since that happens where when you go through the door, they just, you know, eat your Mars, because why would you want to have them out for the next section? You don't need them, do you? When the bugs come flying back in immediately. Oh, he almost got that one. Did big chunk of damage. I'm just going to take it on the nose. I know I'm using a bunch of Yamars to do that, but not giving me too many choices here. Okay. This isn't going to work. Okay, never mind, it worked. That buffed out better than I thought it would. Okay, got rid of that one. And the Yamars got rid of that bug for me. Thank you. I can't do anything in that particular circumstance. Maybe you know what I need to do is I need to get all the way to the top. Because then I'll have more room to work with, you know, if I get to the top. If the lava stops, that is. That one's done. Okay. Oh, good. The Yamars helped me get rid of that nightmare. I know that other guy's going to come back. It's a bit of a pain, but what can I do, right? And yep, there he goes. 2 nightmares up there is really cruel, though. Like, genuine. Like, why? Why would you do that to me when I'm that far away? Gonna make a cake tomorrow? Need something sweet after watching this. Yeah, because this game isn't even like sour or bitter. It's just... what's the word I'm looking for? Like the worst taste you've ever imagined. There's a word for it, but I don't know what it is. I mean, yeah, distasteful, that's one, yeah. Tastes like computer lint. Yeah, that's not very good either. So that's what he was supposed to do originally. And we got some good damage on the bottom one so far. I don't want to say too much because he's going to come up in the center here just to spite me, but you know. Okay, the top 2 are done. The bugs freaked me out, and that prevented me from moving because I was like, that bug's going to hit me in midair, and then I'm going to lose all my momentum, and then the lava hit me. You think and you're lost. He who hesitates, right? That was me. I hesitated. It's about 50% of your HP, not a third. I thought it was a third. It was not a third. So, someone please explain why. It's lava. I can see it doing 50%, honestly. Ooh, that did pretty good. I gotta keep remembering to do that, actually. If I do a jump slash after doing a regular slash, that actually works out pretty nicely. I got one shot in there. That's it. Okay, well, okay. I was like, okay, that part's done, but then the lava. No poison, only disappointment. Alright, you know what? The bug will be gone when I go through the door. And to be fair, they only do like 1 damage to me, but 1 damage is sometimes enough to put me over the threshold, so. Alright, back to it. And you know, like I said before, we could come back to this when I actually have like a better method of dealing with this, but I mean, we just did like 15% of its health in 1 shot, so like, look at that. Yeah, I'm not gonna hit that part because trying, but I gotta also remember there's a little bit of ending lag on X's Z-Saber swings, because if I don't, I'm gonna get stuck again with the lava, like this. Almost got stuck. I was prepared to die again just there. I want all of you to know that. Thank you, actually, for hitting me there, Bugs. That was the least amount of damage I could have taken there. I tried to do a jump off of that. I pressed the jump like a pixel too late. I was going to use jumper to kind of like curve my jump so I could go to the other side of that platform, because that was literally the only way I was not taking damage there. And it didn't. It didn't work. Okay, whoever designed the Yamark Nightmare effect literally thinks like you, meaning they are a sadist. Just make something that isn't difficult to deal with, but is enough to make people tilt. Yeah, and I mean, again, you can deal with it. You just pew 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 a couple of times and there goes the bug, but still. You're gonna have to slowly waste your Yamars on something that isn't the boss, you know, that you're trying to deal with. Like, look at how many Yamars I've already used, you know? That's quite a lot. Okay. You know what I'm going to do, actually? There. I'm going to switch off the Yamars if I have to share space, because if I have to share space with that guy and use the Yamars, it's not going to work. So. Alright, bug, get out of my way. Alright, I'll take my damage. Could you hit the little guy, please? He's just right there. There you go. I was like, what do I do? And then it worked out, but I was definitely like, what do I do? So we've inflicted no damage in the past 3 cycles. I'm a little sketched out by that. Hold on. There we go. Get out of here, bug. Swear to God, bug. Okay, I tried to do what I was going to do the other time, and it didn't work that time because I hit my head on the platform. I tried to, like, curve around, so... What the fuck is weakness order in this game? I mean, Commander Yamark is the easiest one to deal with. I forget who's weak to his weapon, though. It's not... actually, Shield Sheldon's not that bad to deal with either. I know Infinity Maginian is weak to Shield Sheldon's weapon because you can reflect back his projectiles at him. But it's not like what you'd expect. I don't think Blaze Heatnix is weak to the Ice Burst, so... Wolfang is probably weak to this weapon. After that, you have no clue. No, he's him, but why can't X stash a bunch of useful abilities somewhere? Is that even explained for Mega Man or X? I don't know if they ever explain that, honestly. Especially since, like... I mean, I guess it's just a mechanical thing from game to game where he just loses all his abilities, but, like... Yeah, he gets... Okay, he gets formatted every game, so that, I guess, in a way... sort of explains why he can't do that, but It still feels silly because it's like, okay, can I, like, I know they couldn't really do this at the time, but can I, like, at least pull in some of my abilities from the previous game? Because they would help. All right, we got a life up, we got an energy up. I don't think I'll ever use power drive, but it's there. And we got ultimate buster, which actually might be more helpful for my fingers than anything else, because what you do is when you press the square button, it shoots a charge shot. You don't have to charge it up anymore, you just press the button and it shoots a charge shot. That was the one that I was going to try to get before when I first did Blaze Heat Nix's stage. I said, if we can get to it, that would be cool. You only have to beat 2 donuts to get to it, but easier said than done to beat 2 donuts. Oh, that was a joke. Don't take that seriously. Okay, I don't know if that... Then I guess that might not be true then. So, but I'm going to try out Ultimate Buster because I haven't really had a chance to use it all that much. So, all right, before I forget, let's go back... Oh, no, hang on. Let's first, before I forget about the other thing, let's go grab some of these things first. So, and then we'll go from there. And I guess you can also equip parts to 0. So anything that's over here in normal, you can equip to either X or 0. Were the 0 parts here? I don't remember. Now that I think about it, did this section exist before we got 0, or was it not here when we got before we got 0? It was just X's parts up here. Because if this existed before, no, it couldn't have been there. There's no way they would do something so stupid as to leave that there, because that's just a massive spoiler that 0 is going to be there. I don't know, whatever. I don't need jumper for what I'm going to... No, I do need jumper, actually, for what I'm going to go do. So, I'll do Ultimate Buster, actually. Okay, so we've got these 2 parts. We've got Jumper and Ultimate Buster, and we'll see how it works from there. Think it did. Gonna rewatch the VOD. Okay, sounds like a plan. I'll take a look, so... Wait, if X went Maverick with all of them, that'd be bad. Guess that's the reason. Yeah, because I guess, honestly, if he had too much power, that's why things go Maverick, is because they have too much power, so, like... that I could see that being a bit of a problem, honestly, but... I don't know. It still feels like they're gimping him in a way. Yeah, I don't remember exactly where. Probably like 30 minutes into the first video is where you'd be able to see it, because we checked out the parts tab like 30 minutes into the first video, so... But yeah, see? I could just shoot them. And I can't shoot them. There is a cooldown on them, so I can't just shoot them ad nauseum. I have to pick my shots, but I only have to pick my shots once, as you can see there. Whoops. I didn't jump far enough. Still have to actually play the video game, but I only have to shoot once now, which will help my fingers for sure. As you can plainly see, that we got through that damageless. That never happened before this, because I could focus on the platforming. I didn't have to worry about my shooting. I could just do that. I do have to jumper up here, though. Oh, God. I'll take the damage. I won't take the damage. I shouldn't have taken the damage. I was doing very well, and then I got freaked out, and that was the end of that. It is there. It's just labeled question mark instead of 0. Yeah, like, who else is it gonna be? Like, hello? I didn't press forward enough. Are we sure I should be playing this? Are we sure I'm qualified? I mean, I'm not qualified anymore, to be fair, but... I played a lot better when I played this the first time, I feel like, but, you know, I had just been playing these games before that, so, like... Alright, this time I'll push forward. I was gonna say, I don't know if I should have gone for that, but I did, and it worked out, so... The little stage enemies look better than Wolfang. Yeah, they've got some good design on them, honestly. I know, I feel like Wolfang, his chin just gets in the way, which is really not good for him or for me, so. Alright, now, we should be able to, first of all, just do that now that we have the jumper part, but second of all, we should be able to do this. Just jump up here, yeah, grab that, and then we can grab this guy so that he doesn't end up like his friend. And now, we can just escape. We don't need to stay here. Although, I guess I could go try and beat the next boss in the bonus area here. Is that a stupid idea? I don't know, that might be a stupid idea since I can't jump off the wall, but I don't know if I need it in the next boss. Like, because the Nightmare Zero isn't going to be the next boss now, so it is a stupid idea? Okay, I'll keep that in mind. What's wrong with you? Well, I mean, I don't need it. I have Ultimate Buster, and I have Yamar's, and that's all you need to beat the next boss, but... Stupid ideas make for good entertainment, perhaps. I mean, you've got a point. I just don't know if it's a fair enough point to make me want to do it, when I could just escape. Hey, Fair, can't do any of the stuff you used to do in any East game anymore that you did in your college time. Yeah, and that's kind of why I want to do all this stuff, like, before that becomes a problem, because I know it will eventually, so... I don't even know if I can get up here from here, honestly. Oh, good, this guy's back. Stop it. Yeah, I don't even know if I can get up here. Well, I guess I can, so... No, I can't. Never mind. Never mind, we're just gonna escape. Never mind, let's not have a repeat of the first donut attempt. Yeah, that wouldn't be. And I can't even get up there from here, so I would have been screwed no matter what if I tried. So we won't. You'd say to do it, but you're in the literal worst stage. Yeah, it's not a very good one, honestly. They named that dog Guy. Alright, who's got a sense of humor here? Who's the wise guy in the room? I guess the dog, right? Because he's named Guy. Alright, well, we haven't made much forward progress yet today, but we've got a bunch of parts and a couple of heart tanks that we didn't have before. And I think, if I remember correctly, having the stuff that we have now, we can go back to the Central Museum, and we can, again, as long as we get a good roll on it, we can get the aquarium section that I need, and we can get, there's another part I need, Speedster. If I get Speedster, we can go to this stage, Metal Shark Player's stage, in the Recycle Lab, and we can grab the most important part for this entire playthrough. Besides Jumper. Jumper's required to beat the game. The part in this stage, the Recycle Lab, is a quality of life feature that will effectively make this game much easier for me to play with my old ass fingers. So, Guy, like no connotation, just a guy? Huh, yeah, I don't know. I think they ran out of names at some points, so they just use stuff like him and Guy. They've got... How many other properties did Capcom have at this point where they could draw names from, though? Like, I know they already drew inspiration from some of them. There's a guy in this game named Ryu. Like, they drew from Street Fighter. They could draw from... I mean, I guess they don't know how many other properties they had, but I feel like they had quite a few. Like, they had... I mean, they had Street Fighter. They had Breath of Fire. They had, you know, this game with people that have died previously. I can't think of other ones that they could have had. They could have brought people back from the regular Mega Man series, so... Metal Shark Preya! Literally how you've always said it, yeah. Seen it. We will see it again soon enough. I think I'm just gonna... Let me think about this, actually. Do I need any different parts for this? Probably don't need Jumper, actually. Damage Barrier would probably... Double Barrier would probably be a little bit better than Jumper in this particular case, so... Did they fall off? Haven't heard much from Capcom in a while. I feel like they're kind of in a similar position that a lot of Japanese game companies are, where they still make games, it's just that they don't make, like, games that are just universally received well anymore. Sometimes there's some weird decisions made in them, but that's me saying things outside looking in, and just from things I've heard about Dragon's Dogma 2. For what it's worth, Oh, that's another thing they could have drew from Devil May Cry. That was out when this game came out. I've played Devil May Cry 5, which is a relatively recent game that they've played. Resident Evil's another one they could have drew from. Yeah, I've played Devil May Cry 5. It's very good, so... Outside of RE, they don't seem to announce anything. There is that, too, yeah, honestly. Be received well if games weren't always rushed to hell and back. That's just... And I'm not excusing them for this, but that's pretty common in the games industry nowadays, especially on the AAA space, because they have to make their money back in order to stay alive. So... Well, actually, I don't know how true that even is, because they make money hand over fist with some of the DLC and stuff that they make, so I don't know how true that is, but... They just try to keep increasing that bottom line, you know what I mean? So that way their shareholders can keep getting money. All right, Ground Scaravich again. Hopefully this time we don't get the... well, actually, here's the thing. If we get the Upwards Aquarium, I can use the Yamar options and probably the Double Barrier and get through that a little easier. And that's not bad, because if we... Yeah, so if we get this, I can do this, and we can just kind of use the Double Barrier to get up as high as possible while ignoring these guys as best as we can. And then we should be able to get out of here if I do this right. Yeah, see? Now we can get out of here. It wasn't clean, but it worked, so... See how much easier that is, though? I'm getting flashbacks, Jack! Literally gave up on dreaming to be a game dev because of how toxic it was getting games make money, but people want money now and not later. Yeah, that's the problem. Yeah, games don't feel like an art form anymore. It's always about return on investment. It's one of the reasons why I look backwards, honestly. There's a lot more art, quote-unquote, to be seen when you look backwards, so... At least in my opinion, anyway. And then I can use the Yamars to keep me covered while I'm waiting for my Buster to come back. So this combination should work pretty good, actually. Oh, I thought there was a guy over here. The guy that I'm looking for is down one of these slopes, so, for the Speedster part. So hopefully they're not too far away to where I, like, keep doing stupid stuff like what I just did. But actually, honestly, now that we're through that part, it should be a little easier to beat the rest of the stage, quite frankly. So, alright, come up here. I know you want to. Actually, you can gather quite a lot of Nightmare Souls by... oh, it's not this section. Okay. I thought it was. Well, maybe it's a different section. I'm out of alignment. Okay, there we go. And that'll fill my E-tank a little bit. Another place where we can fill that up, but that's okay, you know. And look at Golden Sun 1 and 2. That was literally something that should have taken a hit money-wise, but I don't know that it did, honestly. I feel like it made pretty decent money. People might wonder why RPG Maker games are even around after this long, and their art/weirdness has a lot to do with it. Fear and Hunger is an obvious example. Yeah, like, and it's one of those games, Fear and Hunger, where it's like, who's going to want to play this? Like, look at the subject matter, you know what I mean? But the art style and design of it definitely plays a big role in it sticking around, and that's the case for a lot of RPG Maker games, honestly. So, is there a guy down this pit? Nope. It's down one of these pits, though. I'm not gonna be able to get this, am I? Nope. Oh well. Just get that guy off the screen so they don't go after him. I think this is the life up guy. I could be wrong about that though. And the heart might also be here. Yeah, the heart tank's here. Good. Okay, well that's two of the three things that I wanted here. It's not everything, but it's something. Also, there's a lot of Nightmare Souls to collect here. I think I mentioned that already, but definitely makes a big difference. Okay, took a hit out of Yamars, but that's okay. We'll get a full life heal after this next one. So, good. Let's see. Well, that's a good first start. Okay. You know what? That's fine. Oh, I'm on the Ice Burst. That's why. I'm like, why can't I swing the Z-Saber anymore? Looks like you can't swing the Z-Saber while Ultimate Buster's out anyway. That's not good. That's also even worse. It's okay. We'll still get the same thing. So. Was originally designed for the N64. If you remember correctly, they swapped to the GBA because it was the newest tech. That takes some resources, yeah, for sure. Like, It's not exactly something you can do very easily, you know what I mean? But hey, they did it. And I mean, I played the first Golden Sun. I think they pulled it off pretty good. Yeah, okay, I can't even swing the Z-Saber while... So that makes the Mars even more valuable with Ultimate Buster. Because they'll cover me while... This is like using the Synthenoids in Ratchet and Clank, honestly. Oh, okay. Well, at least I don't have to do that again because I've got the guy, so... I don't know why I was just sliding down the wall without, like, actually doing anything, but... It's okay. And hey, this will be our 4th Maverick if we, you know, make it through this section without me just dying to bottomless pits like an idiot. The rate we're going, though, with the Nightmare Souls we're getting here, we might be in for a big payday at the end of this. Oh, I was like 1 pixel away. Sorry, I'm out of alignment. There we go. There. Okay, I didn't like sharing space with that guy, but we made it, so... Yeah, dies to a bottomless pit or something anyway. Really. Alright, Ground Scaravich time. So after a fairly complex stage, let's see if this guy's easy. I'll tell you what, that's the X6 special. Complicated stage, easy boss. So... He burglarized the ruins? Isn't this... Well, actually, I shouldn't say that because a lot of museums burglarized ruins. I mean, who else were you going to face? A lower-class hunter? Are there any lower-class hunters left after X5? Didn't you just say you didn't want to face me? How are you going to extract my data if you don't want to face me? Don't destroy his rock. Or he'll bring back a bigger rock. Or I think actually he brings back an undestroyable rock. Now that I think about it. So. But yeah, this is the gist of the fight. Oh, there's the bigger rock. You got a bigger one than that? Nope. And then he stands there. And lets you kill him afterwards and screams pudding as he dies and falls into the void. Well, we got him at least. And we do have to do that stage again because we didn't find the the Reploid that I'm looking for Speedster. But, well, maybe I can do it without Speedster. Actually, I don't think I could, honestly. Oh, I'm GA rank now. We can actually, I think now we can equip 2 parts and a limited part, if I remember correctly. Like I said, we got a lot of Nightmare Souls out of that one, so. There's the life up. Oh no, we got the part that I needed. Hang on. There it is. Speedster right there. Okay. I didn't realize. So see, now you're telling me like Gate's killing these people and then he's bringing them back to life, which I guess is one way of doing things. Where you were both discovered, was that, oh, the place where we were discovered after X5? Okay. Huh. Well, Aelia, apparently you're pretty close to this Gate guy, so I think all this is being dredged up. And the thing about Aelia is that she is actually very close to this Gate guy because they used to be on the same research team together. And their research team did some pretty awful stuff because they, you know, the research they were doing also involved Mavericks. So if the Mavericks got too rogue, they had to dispose of them. But that isn't something that you learn unless you get 3,000 Nightmare Souls before beating all 8 of the bosses. We're only halfway there, and I've been putzing around like crazy. So you don't get that cutscene unless you get all those Nightmare Souls before you beat. And actually, it's not even just that. It's before you beat all 8 Mavericks or before you beat the second boss at the end of the bonus areas. So you have to grind for Nightmare Souls, not just without doing the bonus areas, but without beating the 8 Mavericks either. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that's all about. Remember that fight being harder? I mean, he could have busted out an even bigger rock that would have taken me multiple jumps to get over, but he didn't, so. I think they just really like what they did with Wolfang's design. Is he always the image in the boss section? Yeah, I think so, pretty much. That cutscene should be missable, sorry. Shouldn't be missable, sorry. Just hate that about stories. Yeah, when they hide stuff like that behind something you'll never see, basically, in most circumstances, yeah, it's not fun. Alright, we gotta take off Ultimate Buster for this next one. We can equip 3 parts, but as you'll see in a second, if I try to, equip another regular part, we can't, because that last part section is a limited part. So we can only equip one of these 4 limited, actually there's 5, there's one here. No, there's 6, because there's one here as well. One of these limited parts, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, in that last slot. Now, as you may have seen, we've been gaining ranks and being able to equip parts pretty easily over the course of this. Actually, I don't need Jumper for this one either. I need Damage Barrier, Double Barrier. Speedster and Double Barrier, I think, are all I need for this part. But you'd think, okay, well, how long till we can equip 3 parts in a limited part? We need 5,000 Nightmare Souls before we can do that. So this is about all we're going to get. Unfortunately for us, this is about all we're going to get. So... You're being judged for eating crab sticks? Why are they judging you for eating crab sticks? Crab is good. That's weird. Whoever's judging you is weird. I don't know why they're doing that. But yeah, so we beat this guy. If we can finish this stage, which I think we should be able to... There's actually a couple things I want to do in this stage. One of them doesn't involve finishing the stage. We have to go to... Not the secret area. We can go close to the secret area, but I don't know if we can even get across without Jumper. Maybe with Speedster and with the Ice Burst, maybe, but I think we have to get the Dr. Light Capsule to go to the secret area anyway, because I don't think we can jump over it. It's literally right in front of the secret area. But a part that I really want is right in front of that big jump we have to make to get to the secret area in this stage, and then before that secret area is where you go to the next regular part of the stage, before we go to the bonus area. But if we can get the part here, it'll make this easier, and then we can, after that, we've beaten 6 Mavericks, and we've just got Rain Eternal and Infinity Maginian left to do. And I don't know, I guess I don't need anything from either of their stages, basically, so I'll just figure out which one I want, and we'll go from there, so. Like, just let me get my food and watch my stream, sheesh. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, really. You may get access to the other 2 I'm sorry, did you just say 5,000 souls? Yes. When you get 5,000 Nightmare Souls, you get access to 1 of those other 2 slots. When you max out, by the way, the souls are not carried over between people, so if you want this for X and 0, you need to grind for both of them. When you max out at 9,999 souls, only then do you get access to all of the part slots. Only then. Incidentally, Mega Man X6's Tweaks mod fixes that. Also, for some reason, this isn't crushing me, despite the fact that the compactor is literally coming down on my head. Also, I can abandon this and make this a lot easier, so I will. Look how fast I move now. But Mega Man X6 Tweaks changes that, and it actually makes it so that you, I think you get you get access to all 4 parts in a limited part for, I think, 3,000 Nightmare Souls, and anything after that is just kind of, hey, if you want to get it, cool. If you don't, don't. Oh, I can get rid of this, actually, now, by doing that. Of course, that's a bit of a problem, but, you know. I wonder what part that guy had. Hope it's not anything good. Yeah, we can get rid of the rocks with the... Although, you know, I could just reset if that guy had something important. Let me look what he had. Hold on. What should be a life up or something? Hold on. I can look up the injured Reploids list. And go recycle lab. Really? It's not listed by that? Hang on, I'll just go like this. There we go. I can just go earlier or later in the stage and then go backwards. He had nothing. Okay, fine. He can be missing then. Yeah, there's an injured Reploids list on the wiki that actually, it's pretty good. It shows pictures and everything, so that I use that quite a lot just to make sure I know what I'm doing, so. This game was not thought out. It definitely needed more than the months it was given. Yeah, and like I said, that's why I considered playing the Tweaks mod, because the Tweaks mod has some level of thought put into it, beyond not much at all, unlike this game. I miss Ultimate Buster. Hang on, I can just fix this with this. I don't know why I'm just trying to do this without the UMR option. It's silly. Thank you for all the health. That's helpful. Alright, so we don't have a robot this time, so we have to do the compactor the normal way. The boring way. Oh. I don't think this blue one can be destroyed, so this is going to make this more complicated. Dead. I should have just kept going. But at the very least, we get a checkpoint, so. Now, the trouble is that we get a checkpoint, but the checkpoint's not going to help us when we, whatchamacallit, have to... Can I damage you with this? Yeah. Once. You take 1 damage from that giant thing. I'm a Storm Tornado now. What the hell? 1 damage. Are you kidding me? Okay. Remember when I could shoot these and the shot just went through the whole entire thing? Alright, let's test and see. Oh! Oh. Okay. That's unfortunate. I guess it gives me a leg up, but I gotta get rid of this guy first. Okay. Oh, he's gone now. He's gonna be back in 3 seconds when I... Yeah, push him off screen and back on. But now he's gone for good, as long as I don't get off screen. I was kind of hoping that would, like, make the trash compactor not go down as far. Okay, I don't have to duck here. But I was mistaken. I feel so fast. I shouldn't destroy that guy yet. I should destroy him down here where I can actually collect his soul. Oh, okay. I'm gonna get off the screen because he'll try to eat that guy if I don't. Oh. You don't have a hitbox down where your weird tentacle things are, though. Why am I getting damaged there and then instantly die? Like, what am I supposed to do against that, either? Like, how do I get down there without him just eating the guy below him? Yeah, we'll figure it out. I didn't expect him to die there. Okay, fair enough. You know, I didn't turn on the thing that I said I was going to turn on, where I'd, like, rapid fire shot if I shot the thing. I'm going to push you this way. Or not. Why did it work the last time and not this time? Does it only go in one direction? I don't understand this video game. Let me try that. Where would it be? Here, I think? Yeah. So if we do auto charge and rapid fire, let's see if that makes a difference here. Yeah, that's a little faster than I can fire normally, so I think we'll stick with that, actually. Now you'll notice that while I'm on a weapon, a special weapon, I'm not charging up, even though I have auto charge on. That's because I don't have access to armor parts that let me charge up my special weapons. So because I don't have access to those armor parts, I can't charge up special weapons, and I won't be auto charging the whole time, which might actually be kind of nice. So, hey Max Chip, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. We are trying to work on, yeah, that must only go in one direction. We're trying to work on Metal Shark Player's stage at the moment. We got 4 Mavericks beaten at this point, and now we're working on this. What killed me? Was there not enough space between me and the box there? I guess not. Alright, well anyway. wonder if I turn off quick charge or auto charge, can I charge up again? No. As long as rapid fire's on, I can't. Okay. We'll keep that in mind for later, and then we'll try it after that. Regards to your comment up earlier about the East thing, haven't actually slowed down that much. The issue is that you don't remember, one, how to play the games, and two, the unconventional stuff that you did. Yeah, I mean, I can see that being a bit of a problem, yeah. Where it's like, you know, if I remembered how to do all that crazy stuff I did as a kid, it would make this a lot easier for me. Oh wow, that did a lot more damage than before. You know what else is the bad part, is that, like, everything takes just a little bit more damage to kill than X's, like, actual Buster can do, which is a bit of a problem, honestly. I didn't jump enough. Okay, so, will you come down here if I stay here? Yes, you will. There we go. Now, I should probably have the EMRs out, actually, at this point, honestly. They'd probably help a little bit. Take care of those guys. No. You know what? That works. I'll take it. It was not orthodox, but I'll take it. And we even got his soul out of it. Ooh. Almost walked a little too far there. Speedster's a little cracked. Hold on. Wow. Oh, I thought that destroyed him. I was like, wait a minute, that's way more damage than you did previously when you did 1 to him. Okay. The blue and the black boxes, it looks like we can't destroy, so... I used to be really good at dodging that. Not anymore. Alright, let's see here. I'm just gonna take the hit, it's fine. We've got enough health at this point where I can, in fact, take the hit, so... Now, don't you start with me. There we go. Thank you. I'll go grab that guy and then come back, because I don't know what's... You know what? I don't know what's ahead of that, but I'll do it anyway. Okay. I'll wait. I would have ended up like that Matul if I didn't wait. Okay, we're almost through this section, though, because this, if I remember right, is the last section you need to go through. And if I remember correctly, there's a guy at the end of this as well, so I'm just going to charge up my shot and the MRs, because I know, yeah, if I don't, he'll end up coming back. Alright. I think I gotta get rid of these. Do I don't want to get squished if I do that. Okay. I do have to get rid of these. I hope I just didn't get rid of all of them, though, because I'd like one of them to stay. Because if I remember correctly, we can use the Speedster and the Double Barrier with this box and not get exploded when the thing hits us. I think we have to duck. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Yeah, so you can duck. You'll take like 33% of your HP in the process. But if you duck there, you can... okay, I don't think I can do it anymore because I don't have enough HP. But you'll actually fall into the box. And you won't die, but you'll be able to move faster than you would. Now, I don't know that I need that necessarily, so I'm going to try to do this. The problem that we're going to have is that there's a nightmare at the end of this thing. So I'm going to have to get this just right. Get out of here! I'm trying to concentrate. Oh, it was almost. I needed to dash another time or two. Unfortunately, we have to do the entire conveyor belt again if we mess that up, but... You know, it was almost done, so... There's a boss you refer to as Mama Ice Dragon. She stomps and sends out ice spikes in a trident pattern. Always get hit by that because you're dumb. I don't know if it's dumb necessarily, you just don't expect it. X just mega busts in and says, "Give me your soul." One thing you remember learning to do is double jumping near the back wall where she's standing. It still lets you dodge the spikes despite the fact that it looks like there isn't enough space. See, that helps though, because if you can remember those little tricks, it makes it a lot easier to get through stuff, you know? Yeah, I remember in X4 where those boxes got destroyed by one full charge shot. And it went through them, too, when it destroyed them. If it destroyed a block, it just kept going, like that. Oh, it actually destroyed him. That's shocking. Didn't expect that. Alright. Get rid of you. Bring you over here. Come along now. I mean, if you're just going to stay there, then fine, I'll just do that and get rid of you. And then stay here, so that way you don't come off the screen in any way. Okay. Ain't got nobody to eat now, do ya? I'll go after. I was thinking about just going and being a badass about it, but I don't think that would have worked out. So. Oh, I missed my shot. That sucks. It's okay, though. I think I need to bust out the Yamars for this one, honestly. Yeah, because I was going to say, I don't think I'm going to have enough shots if I don't, so... I keep forgetting. I'm thinking, oh, I got a duck there, but... Oh, I dodged that guy. Actually, I think he destroyed himself by running into my Yamars. But, I don't have to duck on any of these conveyor belts. In the second part of the stage, however... Alright, we won't do the messing around thing where you get, like, stuck in the boxes, I don't think. We'll just get rid of the boxes. And then we'll try to do it, because I almost did it correctly the last time, so... X, you're gonna need to dash a little faster than that. Okay. I don't think we need hyper dash to do that. I can't imagine, because then you'd need hyper dash and, like, speedster in order to do that. And I don't think you need both. Where do we even get hyper dash now that I think about it? Conspiracy theory time. Someone said X was too damn strong in X5, so they nerfed him for this game. He is pretty strong in X5. We showed that. He is, in fact, pretty good. So, Hyper Dash is in Inami Temple, which is Rainy Turtle-Light stage. Okay. Where in exactly? Hyper Dash. Whoops. Is in the bonus area in Rainy Turtle-Light stage. Yeah, I don't think you need to do that in order to get there. I think we just need to be faster, honestly. I don't know if we can be, but I think we just need to be faster. Hey, Dakota, how you doing? Welcome back. We are in Metal Shark Players stage, just trying to... I'm trying to get the last important part that I need, and obviously I'm failing at it, but that was to be expected. Let's get this out because we're gonna need X. Why are you shooting that way? Oh, because I was on the wall. I was like, X, hello. Go the other way. Just get that out of my way. Don't know if you were here yesterday or Friday. Well, yesterday was Friday, so, but I wasn't streaming yesterday for what it was worth. So, yeah, it was Thursday. I know what you meant though. If I keep going that way, I'm going to end up keep respawning that guy, so I don't want to do that. Go. Let me... This is such a waste. But, hey, it works out. Alright, Yamars, I think. Probably starting with them a little early, but that's okay. Oh, you were in the hospital. Mouth infection spread up and down, so now you're on crazy strong antibiotics. Ugh, that's not good. Hope you feel better. Mouth infections are no fun. Haven't had one, but could happen. And I've been told they're not very much fun, so... Like I said, hope you feel better. We will be here for light entertainment in the interim, so... Okay. You're just trying to get me to dash underneath the conveyor, aren't you? Oops, I got it already. Went to Mickey D's, took over 10 minutes to order, nearly passed out, and managed to drive yourself to the ER. Oof. Yeah. That's scary, I'll tell you. It's never fun having to drive yourself to the ER when stuff like that's happening. It's like, okay, I barely even know what's going on here. Like, what is all of this, you know? So... I thought about driving myself to the ER when I had appendicitis. I did not. I would not have made it, honestly, if I had tried. So... You're going to teleport again, aren't you? I thought he was going to start shooting at the very least, though, which would have been even worse. I have a full E-tank. I'm going to use it. Probably just to die again, but, you know, it's okay. Yeah, you know what? I deserve that. I was looking at the Met tool. I jumped over his head. I was like, oh, okay. And then, well, you all saw the rest. Rip is a common theme here today, Dakota, I'll tell you. It's really a common theme for this whole game for me, but, you know. This game is a test of your patience. As long as you're patient with it, it doesn't matter how many times you die. You can even get a game over and still be able to beat it, because a game over doesn't start you back at the very beginning of the stage, so... Yeah, it's a bit of a frustrating one. That's okay, though. Are you okay? That's 6 doctors working on you and like 4 IVs in you. Thankfully, your city is kind of a medtech place, so we have a bunch of them. Well, that's a good thing, at least. It's always nice when you have all the resources you need when something bad like that happens, because if you don't, it's not very good, so... Chest and throat piercings itch so violently at the moment. Yeah, I can imagine, honestly. Stuff like that happens, it's just, everything feels like it's itchy, you know? But you can't touch it, because if you do, well... And visit was covered by Medicaid, that's good too, yeah, absolutely. Love it when that happens. Alright, let's get out of here. There we go, okay. I should have just ducked, honestly, I would have been safe. Won't be safe here, though. I thought that thing was going to crush me for a second. I had mild Azura for a second there. Just gonna jump over this one. Can you go backwards? You can go backwards. Okay. I don't know what was wrong with that blue one then. Something. Not something I know though. Oh, you can share space with that guy. You just have to be very, very careful about it. Actually, I'll get the Mars out. No touching, and yeah, they kind of tipped off the infection was moving down before it hit anything actually vital. That's a good thing, because when it hits something vital, infections that hit vital parts, it's like, okay, now things are a lot more complicated than they would have otherwise been. So it's a very good thing that they caught it when they did. Because otherwise I could have seen that being a very big problem. See, like, what I need to do is I need to, like, dash exactly here. I need to dash exactly when I'm, because actually I don't know that the iframes thing would even help me here, because iframes won't help me if there's a conveyor belt crushing me, you know? But I need to hit the dash in such a way that I, like... Nope, that's not it. Get out of here. Okay, that's it. That's exactly what we needed to do, is right there. I'm a happy camper now because, okay, well, once we get past this, And this... That Reploid right there that we just got is the key to this whole puzzle. He doesn't have anything as vital to beating the game as Jumper. Why did I do that? That guy's over a pit. I'm never going to catch him. But he is a serious quality of life feature that will make my life a lot easier in about 2 seconds. I'm going to try to do this with Ice Burst. I don't think we can. Oh, good, you're back. Yeah, there's no way. And guess what? The checkpoint is right here. Yeah, that area is basically impossible without Speedster. I don't see how you could do it without it, honestly. But thankfully we have Speedster. I definitely wanted to make it a big priority to get it. Well, maybe we could do it like that, actually. I think I remember where I lined my foot up just now. So I need to line my foot up like right here. Yeah. Yeah, it's just a little. I probably, if I launched off of that, like at the very edge of it with a dash jump, we might be able to make it. And honestly, you know what else would have worked probably is if I hadn't had damage barrier and I had jumper, we definitely would be able to make that jump. But as it is now, I don't think we can. So we might be here for a couple of minutes just dying, honestly. Oops, okay, get off of me. And you know what? While you guys are still respawning, let's just get the Yamars out. There we go. Then we can get the Ice Burst out. Hope nobody respawns while I'm trying to line this up. Yeah, no, that's not enough. Alright, well. That's why they had like 6 guys working on you. They were freaking out. I would imagine. Can I like... No. Well, if I stand here, I can die a lot faster than I otherwise would, so... Yeah, and you need jumper too, it looks like. That's okay. I got the part that I needed, so I don't mind getting a game over by just doing stupid stuff like this, so... Because this part will make all the difference. As long as I can equip it. Which I can, currently, because I have room for parts. The worst is trying to come here and, or rather go to the other place to get Speedster when you don't have the parts space. But we don't have to worry about that now. I think this is our last life. So, yeah. Alright, cool. Let's see the results of our hard work, because this is the important one right here. And I mean, I could have equipped Jumper, honestly, but I didn't. Just didn't think we'd need it. I was going to try doing that thing with double barrier, and, well, it didn't even do anything. But that's the part right there that Toshi gave us. We got the energy up, of course. But we also got the shock buffer, which halves the damage that you take from all sources. Oh, the video game will be playable now, thankfully. For a little while anyway, till I have to unequip that because I don't have enough room because I need, like, Jumper and something else for another area. Which actually is Blaze Heatnix's stage, now that I think about it, because once we beat Metal Shark Player, we, excuse me, we will need to put on, in order to beat Blaze Heatnix's stage, we're going to probably need to put on Weapon Plus and Weapon Saver. Or, Energy Saver, excuse me. So, good news is you got 3 days off of work, go back for 1 day, then get 3 more days off. See, that's nice. At least then you have some time to recuperate, honestly, so... Because it sucks having to go into work when it's like I'm trying to recover from this illness that I've got going on, so... Alright, so let me see here. We don't need Speedster anymore. So I think we'll take that off. Honestly, I'm kind of okay with Shock Buffer and... Well, I don't even know that I need Damage Barrier, honestly. It's pretty much Shock Buffer and one other part for the rest of the game, and then we'll be good. I'm going to try Ultimate Buster, because the Yamars can cover me while that happens, and then we should be good to go. So, yeah, and that's true too. If you're working retail with a bacterial infection, that's a good way to end up back in the ER. Exactly. So, don't really want that to happen. That would be terrible. So, yeah, let's not risk that. Let's see. So, yeah, we'll just go back here with the. Oh, and it's in your skin now? Yeah, so that's something you gotta be real careful with then, so that way it doesn't cause a major problem, because it could be a major problem being in there. So yeah, back to Metal Shark Player's stage. All he has to do is give me his anchor. and then we'll be good to go. Hopefully I can do it in the next 26 minutes, because if not, I might be calling it a day without it, but that's okay. We've got shock buffer. It won't necessarily help us in this stage, but this is kind of the last point where it won't particularly help us. I mean, the conveyor belt is really the problem. Well, the compactor, the trash compactor, recycling compactor, is really the problem and why it doesn't help us, but anything else that's damaging me now, I take less damage from. All right, let me out. And I got one for you too, and one for you as well, if I can aim it right. Even these little ones take more than one full buster shot. That's unfortunate. Oops. I'm not covering myself with the Yamars. But yeah, see, we only took 1 damage from that. It's quite nice, because I think we were taking 2 before this. So. Trying to remember when the nightmares start dropping their souls again, because, like, there's definitely some nightmares that we've killed already. And, which stage was that? I don't remember what stage it was where we definitely killed them already, and they started dropping their souls again for some reason, so. Yeah, this is so much easier on my fingers. Forgot about Ultimate Buster. A lot of people do. I did myself, honestly. I didn't use X very much in the original playthrough, not enough to get Ultimate Buster anyway, but yeah, I definitely forgot about it myself. It's just so much simpler on your fingers, honestly. There's just less that you have to do. You can focus on the platforming instead, which is nice. He's gonna be back. Okay, never mind. He's a pretty neat boss, summoning the ghosts of the old Mavericks. Dork-shaped Maverick. He might look like a dork, but like Dakota said, he's got a neat gimmick. We'll see it in a little while. Might be one of those leave a stage and they can drop them again things. Yeah, maybe like go to a different stage or beat him. Maybe it's beat a Maverick, honestly. I could see that being like the most plausible case. Oof, there's still one left. Don't stand there, you'll die. But I mean, I guess they had to limit it somehow, but this seems like a... If you're gonna make me get a reward for having not, like, if you're gonna make it so I can't equip all of my parts until I get to 9,999 anyway, and that guy's invincible while that's on his body, that sucks. Like, if you're gonna make me get that reward, then at the very least make it so that it's not quite so much of a grind, I would say. But this is the 2000s. Grind was all in style again. I don't know why I just did that. I think I'm feeling more invincible because I have the shock buffer now, so I feel like I can just... See, this is the thing, is I feel like I can just make a bunch of extra mistakes without really having to worry about it. So... X6 was just rushed. I think they literally made it in 5 months. I mean, you're probably not wrong, honestly. It was not made in very much time, so... Okay, now this time we don't have to go all the way over there. We can just go down here. But if you thought we were out of the woods yet... Oh, it's just getting started. Thankfully, we didn't come here. I don't think we came here with the ice effect. Shouldn't be, because it didn't light up on the stage to show that there was an ice effect. And actually, we might have already seen the ice effect if it was present, but... We get to do this silly thing, though. We get to go like this now. Just run into objects while we wait for the conveyor belt. I don't know why, it's just one of my favorite silly things to do, is just boop, 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 boop. Because the conveyor's moving, so like you're gonna keep running into it instead of just standing there. Why isn't the stage over already? Older X games, the stage would have been over already. I know. I know. I feel your pain, Marie. Oh god. Alright, well, come along. Thank you. Saw the spikes and I freaked out a little, but okay, don't do that. I don't have to, but... Okay, Okay, I got him before, just barely before he came back. I thought this guy was going to start shooting at me. I was going to be like, don't you do it. Don't you do... I did it. I did it that time. Instead, I hesitated, and I should not have hesitated, so... You just had to come back for the Crushinator, didn't you, robot? Yes, I did. No choice in the matter. No choice, I guess. Sorry, I have to say that now every time I say no choice. Now that we've played that game for the stream, it's just one of those things. It's just ingrained forever. It's nice only having 1 health missing, having taken a hit already, rather than like the 3 or 4 that I had missing previously. Okay, I can do this. It's not quite the same as boop, 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 but you know what? I'll take it. Okay, there we go. This time I will hesitate all the way. No, I won't. I'm just gonna go. It's fine. You all thought. I also thought, because I saw the dash come out, and I was like, nope, I gotta do something now, or I am screwed. I just should have just shot the Amars there. Alright, go ahead. Try to crush. I think I have to duck here. Yeah, otherwise... If I stand up right now, I'm dead. So... It's just one of those things. Gotta be careful. I can boot my snoot again here, though. The itching is slowly reducing. That means it's working. That means it's healing. That's a good thing. God, Ultimate Buster is just such a nice little feature. Get out of my way! I will die if I stand here. I think I have to do the whole thing again. Yeah, gotta do the whole thing again. That's unfortunate, but... Yeah, it is what it is. I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do, well, anything there. That nightmare is now named the Wall. I don't even think he's the only one, now that I think about it. I think there's several that are just like that. They're just in the way, and you can't see them until it's too late. So, I'll just have to remember he's there, and I won't, because, you know, that's too far away for me to remember. I'm still working on this part, but that's okay. We'll figure it out. Just being able to spam there is kind of nice, though. And being able to press square and R1 and just kill the nightmares in one go now is also really nice. So, who knew? I'd find a newfound appreciation for X6's special weapons just because I'm deciding to do this stupid challenge. For what it's worth, some of them can be pretty good, though. Like, I use some of Zero's very liberally. It's just, I never really use X's because I just play this game enough to get X to the point where he can get Zero for me, and then that's it, so. Yeah, and I could have used in the museum area, too. Yep. I think I did eventually, but not, like, as effectively as I could have, so. Maybe if I duck, I won't die to the spikes, actually. Let's see. Yeah, okay. And I can see the guy now, which means he'll come over here, where I can kill him. Good. Okay. Alright, we're good. Ish. Okay, so this one I can't move. I can stand upright, at least. Okay, I can get rid of that, and then I can go on the other side of this. I didn't want to move this because, first of all, I want to keep my Yamars out. But second of all, I feel like if I move that, it might... Actually, I don't think it affects the conveyor belt in any way. It shouldn't, because the conveyor belt can't go any further because the spikes are currently compacting the other part, so... He's gonna come back, isn't he? Oh god. Another wall! I found another wall! I saw the spikes and my hand was off the button for some reason. Why would I ever take my hand off the jump button in a Mega Man game? I know, but my hand was not on the button to actually deal with that, and, well, there you go. But I think if I remember right, that's like one of the toughest parts right there, is where those spikes are, so. I think once we get through that, we'll be okay. Because you have to, like, beat 2 of those nightmares up. And you have to have the foresight to, like, deal with the spikes, too. So, It's like they want to make the Dustman stage again, but much more frustrating. Oh, I have to look up the Dustman stage. I barely remember it, honestly. I've probably seen somebody play it, but I don't remember it myself. Because I'm not, like... I never played the original Mega Man games. I've only played the X games, so... And 0-1. It's part of the reason why I'm doing this series, because I want to do the rest of the Zero series and ZX, so... Mega Man 4 is pretty good. I've heard good things about... Which ones have I heard good things about? Heard good things about the music in all of them, quite honestly. But 2 and 3 specifically, the music I've heard is really good. Now that I've heard from you, I've heard that 4 is pretty good. Did I not get on the screen enough for the guy? Okay, there we go. Now I got him. And then I think I've heard 7 is pretty good as well. I could be misremembering that, though. Alright. Okay, don't need to duck. Just get rid of that. I'll wait it out. Thankfully, this box is not eating my Yamars in the process, because that would be kind of annoying. Alright, I can go now. Really? Asshole. Alright, here comes the second wall. Okay, wait, hang on. This guy's gonna die, but I tried. I don't know what he has, but... Oh, I have to duck there or I die. Okay, and I think that's the end of the conveyor, actually, is right after that section, so... But that guy's gone forever now, which is unfortunate, but, you know... I don't even know what he had, so it doesn't really matter too much to me. It wasn't anything I cared about, actually. Or maybe it was a life up, actually, now that I think about it, but... I mean, our life bar looks pretty healthy right now. We're not quite as high up as we could be, but we're looking pretty healthy. I can look up what he had, but I'm currently preoccupied, so... Excuse me. Yeah, really liking the Yamars. The spam bullet is really nice. So, I feel like I'm back to playing Champions of North, where it's like, hey, so... As fast as you can press the X button, this godly speed weapon that you just randomly found in a box, you can swing it that fast. Only the real OGs remember the Champions of North playthrough. God, that was so long ago. It wasn't as long ago as Champions Return to Arms. We actually played that multiplayer before I played Champions of North for myself, single player, but... You know what the thing is about this stage, though? Is, like, it's frustrating, sure, but, like, you get into a rhythm with it after a while where it's just like, okay, no, I understand what I did wrong, I just didn't execute on this, but... Why are we still talking about Champions of North? Because no one else will, Marie. So, if I have to carry that torch, I will. I actually don't know if you're referring to the same North as the one I'm referring to, so... Are you sure you have to do that? I don't know, actually. Quite honestly, I haven't looked up to see if there are any people actually talking about Champions of North, so... Alright, we've got... That's frustrating. That right there is frustrating, actually. Because I did, in fact, do what I was supposed to do, but I did not get my feet off the platform enough to actually make a difference. I've done that before, that's why that's frustrating. I've seen myself do that before, and did not avoid it this time either. But, ideally, I think, like I said, after that point, I remember the stage being just about over at that point, so... Well, there's a mini-boss, but the mini-boss is... By comparison to this, the mini-boss is... Oh my god, why did I do that? The mini-boss is nothing. So... As we established, lives don't make a difference, so if I was to die again here and get a game over, I'd just come back exactly where I've been spawning, so... Sorry, I just felt like getting fancy. This is too long. Someone needed to get demoted for designing this. Honestly, it's like 2 minutes if you do the whole thing. You just have to do the whole thing perfectly because it's a crusher, so like you'll die if you make mostly one mistake. So yeah, like if you time it correctly, you can do this whole section in like less than 2 minutes. I'm not good enough at it to do it in less than 2, but the problem though is that it really gives me flashbacks, and this is one of the reasons why I didn't play Jak 2 here instead of playing this. Well, first of all, because I would have been bad at Jak 2, just as bad as I am at this, but Jak 2's missions, a lot of Jak 2's missions are like 3 to 4 minutes, but you have to do them perfectly because there's no checkpoints, or if there are, there's very few. So you have to do them perfectly, or you get sent back to the beginning of the mission and you have to watch the cutscene again, although you can skip them. But yeah, so when we play Jak 2 for the stream, look forward to listening to me bitch about checkpoints like a lot, because that's like half my bag with Jak 2. I think I would really enjoy the game, or at least enjoy it a lot more, if it didn't have the checkpoint system from hell, or rather the checkpoint system from GTA. San Andreas was fun. It was just the checkpoints, man. I was so disappointed when we played San Andreas and the checkpoints were driving me crazy, because I've been wanting to play that and like experience its story for a long time, and I just couldn't with the checkpoints. It was so bad. Okay, there. That's what I wanted to do the whole time. But be careful though, or else I'll do that. I have to hold down the L1 button while I'm jumping, I think. Also, if you use the overpowered armors in the game, it's an easy game. Yeah, that's true too. If you get the overpowered armors, or if you put in the code to get the ultimate armor, this game is pretty manageable, actually. There's still some serious like platforming problems like this section, but yeah, no, the game is much more bearable with like the ultimate armor or anything like that. So the fact that you put an asterisk there shows why you think this is an atrocity. Yeah, I mean, I'm not excusing, like I said, I'm not excusing this game for any of the stuff that it does. It needs to answer for all the time that I've spent on it, but it's manageable. You just have to, you know, be able to deal with sections like this. And genuinely, like, I'm not even trying to be facetious in any way. Once we deal with this and we get the metal anchor, the donut will be so much simpler. Like, just we'll equip Energy Saver, we'll equip Weapon Plus, we'll have enough anchors to beat the whole stage, and you just watch the difference. And back, they finally stopped judging and started sleeping. Okay, well, at least there's no more judgment. That's a good thing. Doesn't Shadow make you immune to spikes like Gaia? Yes, it does. So that would also make this very easy to deal with. Or at least easier, because then you could deal with this section with the spikes by just walking on them. You wouldn't have to do this weird, complicated jump that I'm doing. So, no, I've got nowhere to run now. I hope he doesn't teleport. Okay, that was fine that he just did there. That was fine. Okay. Dash didn't come out right at the beginning. I probably pressed it just as I was making contact with the ground, or just before. So, sorry for making that look a little sketchier than it was. Can you just say that the green suits X pretty well? Yeah, I like the green suit. It's pretty good. Okay, well, at least your friend's over here, too, so I can defeat him. Maybe he won't be there now. Maybe he won't be the wall. Watch me still die, even without him there. Okay. Oh, God. Gotta watch my feet. I didn't do it again. See, the problem is you have to, like, hold down L1 and then, like, immediately press X before. But if you press it too early, you'll end up just jumping up the wall. And if you press it too late, well, that happens. Oops. Green is a nice color. It's pretty good. I like it on X. It looks good in his... I mean, it probably looks good in the other armors too, but it looks good in this armor. You really get the full effect of it, you know? So... yeah, I don't know. I don't really feel like I'm being cheated out of time right now. I mean, I am, because it's one hit and dead, but, like, there's a rhythm to this stage that you just gotta get used to as you do it, you know? It's like, okay, I just gotta be perfect, that's all. Once I'm perfect once, we never have to do it that way again, because once you get a checkpoint with the mini-boss, that's it. You go back to that checkpoint and you just fight the mini-boss, so... Yes, Alia, I hear you. I'm not answering, but I hear you. Okay, we'll wait it out. I should probably take a drink of water, though, at some point. I'll do it later. I'll do it now. I have plenty of space. There we go. I could have done it a little quicker, but I probably would have aspirated water. I would have been able to get through this cycle without having to wait again, but I probably would have aspirated water, which would not have been a lot of fun for me or for any of you, because then you would have had to listen to me cough for 5 minutes trying to clear my throat. Oh my god. Guy faked me out. I should have just taken the hit, honestly. Now that I have shock buffer, I don't know why I'm even like fearing damage in any meaningful way whatsoever. Like, the damage that they do is nothing compared to the instant knockout that happens otherwise, so... I could have shot that guy and saved him the torment of being crushed by a compactor. Why are there Metools walking on these compactor belts anyway? Like, what's the logic there? Are they just like searching for debris to eat or something like that? Can't they do it somewhere else where it's less dangerous? I mean, I know Metools aren't very smart, but like, surely they're not this dumb. Alright, I'm leaving. I shouldn't have left that hard. I think my brain is starting to melt a little bit. Because I'm just making really stupid mistakes now, which are completely my fault and could totally be avoided. This game's rotting my brain. It's okay, though. We'll be fine. Metools don't fear God. I guess not. I fear no man, but that thing, it scares me. Alright, well, anyway. Let's get back to where we were. Still loving that ultimate buster, making this a lot simpler than it would be. No ducking here. It's just in that other one. Never know what some of these guys are going to do. Sometimes they will just shoot at you, sometimes they just won't. At least I know what the Metools are doing. I'd like to know who was the designer on this stage, though, to know whether they thought that the nightmares were necessary. Like, you've already got an instant death trash compactor where if I stand up the wrong way, I die. So, like, are you sure the other enemies are needed? It's fine, guys. The game doesn't have to be, you know, massively difficult. I mean, I guess it, you know, some of the other X games have been pretty easy on the PS1. X5 on regular mode is pretty easy. X4 was pretty easy, so maybe they said, nah, let's make this tougher. Of course, I'm doing it to myself as well. Like, I'm playing on extreme difficulty, after all. I'm not gonna go this round. I fear God. I don't want to challenge that. That would not go well for me. I've already seen this movie, you know what I mean? I've seen how it goes. Oh, I drew his friend over here, too. Now I can get both of you. Alright, here we go again. Okay. I can hit my head on the thing and be fine. Not like that, though. Okay. Not like that either, Axe! What the hell? Sprinkled them in randomly right as they were buttoning up the game. Oh, this is their idea of random, huh? They picked a good spot for random. Oh god, why did I do that? Okay. I'm going to choose to keep going. I know I can do this. It's just I just have to get that one section down and then that's it. So And I need to stop making dumb mistakes other places. Like, I feel like a speedrunner sometimes when I play this game, because it's like, I can see the dumb mistakes that I'm making that are causing the problem. And usually, in this stage specifically, those dumb mistakes result in instant death. So, the spot looks frustrating in this one too. Let's just put as many as we can till we make it seem like we worked hard on it, yeah. Whereas in reality, we just kind of threw this stuff together randomly. They said, oh, conveyor belt, here's the instant death parts, and they just, oh my god. Okay. Alright. Alright, that's just great. See, I need to stop doing that, though, because as soon as I do stuff like that, it's going to lead to impatience, and impatience is going to lead to death. I can't be impatient here. It's just going to cause problems. Like, I'm looking at the clock, and the problem is I wanted to be done with this by about 10:30, which is, you know, usually when it comes to this game, I don't want to torture myself for more than 2.5 hours. The trouble is that I know I can get this section. It's just when. And I also don't want to do the whole stage over again after this if I just choose to turn the game off now. So. Right, this one I can stand up. Okay. Gently now. Starting to get that jump down pretty good, that little short hop. Alrighty, next. Get to do my little nose boop again. That'll make me smile. Hopefully not too much, though. Smile too much, and this section will be too tricky. I've got a little more room to maneuver over here now, though, so that should make this a little easier. If he decides to do this. Be a jackass about it. It's fine, though. Okay. Now, over here. Oh yeah, I don't have duck. Okay, got rid of you. Bring your friend over. Okay, he's gone. Now, you know, I probably could have used them for, like, damage boosting, honestly, now that I think about it. I could damage boost here instead of doing almost the right thing just there. I might try to do that, actually, because I have shock buffer now, so, like, I can afford to take damage. And if I let them damage me while I'm jumping on the wall, as long as my jumps are correct, I can just damage boost through the spikes and get out of there quickly. Yeah, I could. I never thought about that till just now. I don't know why. But I think I'm going to try that this next time I get through there. So. Because it seems silly to just keep doing what I'm doing and trying to make that goofy jump when I could literally just damage boost through it. That's what the shock buffer's for, after all. So. It's to damage boost through things that you normally wouldn't be able to. Or to beat bosses that you just don't have enough health for normally. Good thinking, brain. A lucid moment in the 11th hour. I'll take it. That never happens. I've just gotten into the habit of mashing the R1 button when I press the square button now. I guess I'm totally used to the Yamars. Okay, this is the one I need to duck. Yep. Boop the snoot. Excuse me. I can duck through these spikes if I have to. Get this guy on the screen. And I'm just going to damage boost if he teleports like that, because what's the point of doing this any other way? The MRs will take care of him for me. Okay, I'll wait out another cycle. Especially if I don't hit my first shots. That didn't work. Alright. I think I moved that. Okay, I'm just going to keep damage boosting. It's fine. We've got Yamars. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't have done what I just did there because now I can't damage boost. Well, back to this again. Alright, hang on. Ugh. If I didn't jump from quite so high up, I think it would be fine. I just keep jumping from too high up because I keep thinking, no, it's gonna, the conveyor belt's gonna start up again. I can't stay here. And then I end up eating it as a result. Sorry, I was trying to measure. I was like, could I have ducked under that? I don't think so. I don't think there's enough room. Okay. So no more real color commentary that I've got other than reacting to what happens on the screen. I mean, nothing really else to say at this point other than let's just execute on this so we can all go home. Of course, the trouble is, can I execute on this? Don't know. Only one way to find out. I mean, worst comes to worst, I will just, you know, stop, but... Eating it? Yeah, that seems like a bit much to chew, yeah, I'd say. Too much iron in that part of my diet. My mouth's gonna start tasting metallic. Alright, so... Just gotta remember not to go too far over when I get past the blocks there. Not here. Boop the snoot here, then go here. Duck and kill the Metul. One guy here that I can get on screen as much as I want. Alright, he's gone. Let's get rid of that, get rid of the next one. Or miss my shots, that could happen too, yeah. Yeah, okay. I will wait. You know, I could probably push this and get rid of that as well. But my short hops are now not working. I could have gone. I should have gone. I didn't. No, I shouldn't have gone. I would have died because my hands were not expecting to be able to go. Okay, I think I might have gone too far. I can't tell. No, the other guy's not coming here. Okay. Okay, so now, here's what we'll do. I need to turn off the Yamars. And we'll just do this. Get on the wall. Let him mess me up. Oh, I didn't... I should have waited. Should have waited. I thought I had enough time to get across there, but that is literally it right there. Like, that's how we do this without having to worry about it. Just damage boost with that guy. So, yeah, almost had it. I got too impatient, and I got impatient there again. I got too impatient, and I should have just let him boot. You know what the thing is it always messes me up because it's like, okay, the conveyor's going to start going. You have to go now. My brain says that, like, in anticipation, but it doesn't anticipate fast enough, so, like, I end up just biting it, and that's not really what we want to do in that situation. So. I have to ask, though, is this appealing for people to watch, like, for me to just keep doing this? Is it appealing to, in the same way that it's appealing to watch a speedrunner, is that the appeal here? Because I feel like if I was watching this, I'd just be frustrated with the person. I mean, I'm not particularly frustrated at this point, but I'd be frustrated with the person if they were frustrated, you know? Like, I've seen people play games that are simpler than this, and they get, like, really tilted, and then I get tilted with them, and I'm like, okay, I don't know if I want to watch this. I can save my energy for something else. So, it's fine. Okay, well, as long as it's fine, I'm okay with that. I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about that. I mean, I've said it before. I'll do this with 0 people in the room, but, like, just me sitting here and talking to myself. But, you know, sometimes it's like, okay, I don't know if this is something I'd want to watch, you know what I mean? I'm gonna wait. Got rid of the guy, but I'm definitely gonna wait. Again, they also tested you for every STD or STI during your visit, and you might have syphilis. Ooh, that's not good either. Yeah, that's a long-term disease, right? If I remember correctly. And I guess if it was related to STDs and STIs, it would be long-term. So yeah, a little bit frustrated, but like kind of the let's do this but harder way. They assumed that you were a prostitute. Oh my god, that's not right. What the hell? Why would they make that assumption? That's no bueno. Is this the part? Yeah, because we just got rid of the boxes. I wasn't paying attention, sorry. They made syphilis from hell of a boss real. Oh my god. Alright, let's wait this out, and we'll damage boost through this guy. Because, again, it seems silly to just keep doing this, and I can just do this. Alright, wait it out again. Okay, go, 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 go. If I have to duck, I do have to duck. Okay, get out of here. Thank you for your help. Now die. Okay, so I have to get that guy. Because if I don't... So maybe if I go through that part really quickly. Like, because I have to. If I don't go through that part really quickly, I can't get that guy, and he'll just shoot me, and then I'll just explode. Because if I'm not... If they hit me, I stand upright, because I have to be in the taking damage animation, and the taking damage animation happens only while you're standing up. You can't take damage and duck at the same time, so I have to like fly through that section. So like once we damage boost through that, it's like ain't no stopping us now, we're on the move. I know I already named the last episode that, but there you go. Also, yikes. I think it was lesions all over your piercings on your chest. Oh yeah, yeah, that'll do it then. Yep, for sure. Ouch. I mean, I guess I could see how someone would make that assumption. I was saying that in terms of the syphilis. I guess I don't know enough about syphilis. I could see how someone would make that assumption, but it's still not right for them to make that assumption in any way, so... Literal boils on your chest? Yeah, that's... yeah. That's tough. God. Like, I try to think about that, and like, ugh, just being on my chest. I feel like I just got like an alien growing on me, you know what I mean? Yeah, I could imagine that would be cause to want to make sure you're not dying, yeah, for sure. So. Because like you see that as Doctor and you're like, okay, wait a minute, hold on. Let's back up a second here. Okay, I'm gonna wait again. At least the music is relaxing. I find this music relaxing. I don't know about everybody else, but I do anyway. Gotta make somewhat harsh judgments in the name of care. It's just life. I mean, as long as... See, like, I feel like if the judgments were the reason why they did all of the tests they did, though, I don't feel like that's right, you know what I mean? I feel like they should do something to be sure anyway, but I could be wrong about that, so... Okay, we gotta fly through this section here, so... Okay, damage me again. Thank you. Okay, I gotta go like this. He's gonna start shooting any second now. Yep, okay. It's fine. Just keep... I gotta duck. I can't. Don't start shooting. I swear... You rat bastard. I am... There's no way for me to get through that in one go. I don't see it happening. But... He could have given me anything there. Something. We figured out the section only to get absolutely stopped dead at the very... Like, that's the very end right there. I need to be clear with all of you, that's the very end. The heart tank signals the end of the thing. I just don't... I don't see myself getting through that in one, like, run. Unless I'm, like, super quick about it. Got to get on the Yamar as soon as you get through the damage boost part. Yeah, for sure, because if I don't do that, then I'm not going to be able to kill him fast enough to get through that, because he won't die to one ultimate buster shot, so... I gotta, like, my brain needs to be like, okay, turn the Yamars off, damage boost, turn them back on as soon as you get off the spikes, and then immediately use them. Because if I don't do that, I won't have him dead. And then if I don't have him dead, I can't concentrate on the conveyor belt trying to crush me. Oh no, this is the one that I do need to duck under. I was like, this is the one I don't need to duck under, right? You'd think at this point I'd have that part down, but evidently not. Alright. Back to it. Yeah, because see, if I can do that to the guy and then just duck, I'll be fine, you know? Like, there's just nothing to it at that point. So, is this the rest of the stream? Yeah, this stage is the rest of the stream, honestly. Like, I don't see this, like... I don't see us doing anything else for the remainder of the stream other than this stage, honestly, because, like... As I said, I don't want to quit, because as soon as I stop playing the game, first of all, I'm going to lose it, so we're going to end up taking 45 minutes to do this again at the beginning of the next stream. Second of all, I have to play the whole stage over again if I stop playing at this point, so like I'm kind of committed at this point to doing this. Which means we didn't get a ton done today, but if we beat Metal Shark Player, we'll have done 5 Mavericks and gotten a bunch of good parts that we need to do the rest of the stages, so... Stages 6, 7, and 8 shouldn't be quite as difficult after this, but... Excuse me, you'd think I'd be done burping considering I ate like 4 hours ago. Like, this will be a 4-stream project, basically, but... Yeah, it's, you know... It's gonna be what it's gonna be at this point. I can't really control it anymore. I've... putzed around too much. Like I said, I should have done a test play, but I didn't want to do a test play because I said no, because then I'd be showing you, oh yeah, I'm rusty and I'm still managing to do, and it's like, no, you literally did a test playthrough. That's why you're fine, because you've done this all before. So, yeah, it'll be a 4-stream project, which is okay. I'm okay with it anyway. Alright, we got through the part where I duck. Now this part. Go over here, get this guy. Oh, wait. And here I was hoping to not torture myself with this game for 3 hours today. Looks like it's gonna happen anyway. Okay. At least I didn't kill myself by doing that. Go too far. Alright, turn off the Yamars. X6 with base X, that's a recipe for torture. Yeah, I mean, I'm doing it to myself, let's be clear. I know what I'm doing, and I'm doing it to myself, so... Okay. Okay, oop. No, X, don't dash there. Duck! Duck! Damn you! We did it correctly, you dashed instead of ducking! That was my own fault, though. Yeah, so close. I could see it, and, like, I definitely think I pressed left instead, because I panicked. That's the problem. I didn't expect it to work. I looked at it, I didn't expect it to work, and then I just panicked. And I need to not panic when that happens, because if I panic, we lose! And I have to do this whole thing again, so... We're getting closer. I can feel it. That's what most people say before they spend 2 hours doing something. So. I'm just gonna duck under both of those, I think. Like, just to be safe in my brain, you know? Alright. I don't need to jump up that yet. Violet, then this. Someone might think you like having a bad time. It's just all the Namek training from DBZ. Yeah, this is how I get all my weighted clothing off, right? Yeah, and that's what I was saying, actually. I didn't get a chance to talk about it at the beginning of this. I said I was going to say at the beginning of the stream. I had a long think about all this stuff, and, like, I think playing 2, like, bad games back-to-back, it's not good for me, and I think the trouble is that sometimes I think about, like, the games that I want to play for the stream, and there's certain games where I almost feel like I'm obligated to play them because I've like played another game in the series previous to this, and so I want to go do something that like I said I was going to do. And I shouldn't use that mentality because it'll make this feel like a job, and I don't want it to feel like a job because I'm not getting paid. I'm literally sitting here just playing these games for the hell of it. So since I'm not getting paid, I shouldn't make it feel like a job. I should play the games I want to play. So I'm going to try to like ensure that I do that like from now on. There was a game that I was planning on playing after this, but I may not end up playing it if it feels like I'm obligating myself to play it, you know, so. Alright, hit me again. Thank you. Okay. I'm gonna have to duck. I gotta get the Mars out anyway. Okay. The other guy's not on screen. We're still okay. Get down there and duck, Hex, for Christ's sakes. Okay. Stop playing MMOs because they felt like a job. Yeah, honestly, I could see that. Because MMOs, like, after a while, they just feel like that to a lot of people, so. Alright, guess what? Checkpoints. We never need to do that damn conveyor belt again. Ever. Because you get a checkpoint right at this mini-boss, so. Are the bombs random? Oh god. At least that spike doesn't kill me after the last ones. I can handle this. This is much easier. Gonna come down on the left again. You can have bad RNG and just give me... Okay. I see the writing on the wall. Thank you. Yeah, okay. I can only hit the purple ones, so... Damn it. Doesn't try to sneak that one in. Okay, this is fine now. Fine-ish, anyway. Ow. My face! Stop that. Really? Okay. The one time that a checkpoint was very much appreciated, yes, absolutely. We can get out of this hell. So... He did it! We all don't have to sit here and watch him torture himself anymore. He can just move on with his life. Oh, and we get a checkpoint after doing that, too. I would have appreciated a checkpoint somewhere in the conveyor belt. Like, stick the checkpoint somewhere in the part of the conveyor where you can just stand upright so that you don't have to do that. So, yeah, that is a materializing boss door. Sure, why not? After everything else, you know. Time to rage at the card, man. Oh, boy. Oh, yes! Shark Man. Shark Boy. I am not playing as Lava Girl. What are you doing here? Well, yes, I mean, that's kind of the whole point. Gate made it so that he could manipulate the nightmare. You know, that's what Ground Scaravich said. Then I blew him up. I don't think this is going to go much better for you either. I do like this boss, though. I swear he's more threatening than that. Just give him a minute. Okay. See what I mean? Can be more threatening. Can be. Not always, but if the trash hurt you, though, that would actually be pretty bad. I mean, the trash hurts you when he does that, but... And then the problem is that he summons old Mavericks from, like, he summons Blast Hornet from X3, he summons Magna Centipede from X2, but he summons them at such low health that you can kind of just blast right through him before he even does anything with them. It's kind of... It would be nice if he got to use that at 50%, I think, rather than 25%. I wonder if the Tweaks mod makes him use that at 50%, because that would be way more interesting if he could use it at 50%. Because then you'd actually have to deal with the mechanics of that. That took 43 minutes, almost 44 minutes. Okay, well, we made it, so that's the important part. And we got the metal anchor. Trust me when I tell you, this will make the donut mini-boss so much simpler. We'll just equip Energy Saver. We'll equip... Oh, we got the life up anyway. Good. Okay, cool. We'll equip the Energy Saver. We'll equip the Weapon Plus. And I hope it'll be smoother sailing than it was. And honestly, we have more health now than we did previously, so that helps a little bit. Excuse me. Oh, now see, that could actually have been halfway useful, because if, you know, you can, well, actually, I don't think so, because he said you could, was he, did it say he was using them to create Reploids or Mavericks? If it's Mavericks, okay, bad thing. Reploids, I could see that being a good thing, because then, like, you don't have to worry about getting new metal for every single Reploid you make. You can make them out of recycled material, so. And that's why Gate wanted him, right? Because, yeah, I was gonna say, that's, well, it didn't end up working out for him in the end, but I'm sure the damage is already done. How is this world going to come back from the brink exactly? I mean, I guess we're dealing with the threats systematically, but like, it sounds like there's been a lot of weird, corrupt things going on in the background that we just haven't been privy to in all the other X games. Continue the game? No, I think I'm done for the night. That's going to do it for Mega Man X6 Extreme Mode with Unarmored X, the Stream Edition. We made it through 5 Mavericks. There's a bunch of nightmare effects to deal with, but I think, honestly, the next 3, I think will be okay. We've got a bunch of cool parts to work with. I don't really need anything from the stages anymore, so it's literally just do the stages and be done. But yeah, I definitely see this, because I remember some of the ending stages in this game, and they're definitely, like, really tricky, and there's some jumps that are just... Well, there's one part where it's not possible without jumper, but there is a jump that I think has been dubbed the Leap of Faith by the community. I know how to do it, I just have to execute on it with something I don't know how to do yet, that I've only seen someone else do. But I have to do it with Unarmored X, which is a little tricky. But we'll see if I can execute on it. Probably not next time, but the time after that when we finish this up. In any case, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate you checking out the stream, and I'll see all of you on the next one, which, let's see, today's Saturday, so I gotta post the schedule up. I'll post it up either tonight or tomorrow morning, but we'll probably be back Monday. Let me think about that. Monday, if I do it Monday, so I have to go back to work on Wednesday. Yeah, you know what? Honestly, if I do it Monday, we can do it Monday, Tuesday, because even though I have to go to bed and get up at 6, I can play the game until, like, I can go to bed at 12 midnight, because the first day is training, so we're probably not going to be there the whole day. So yeah, we'll say Monday we'll come back and continue with this, and then hopefully we'll be able to finish it up on Tuesday. Or we'll just, if we don't get it done on Tuesday, if I decide, okay, I don't want to do that, then I'll just postpone that stream till Friday. Because while I'm working, probably it's going to have to be just Fridays and Saturdays that I stream, and that's only for a couple of weeks, basically, so. Weird sudden story changes, so-so gameplay retcons. Smells like Sonic 06 in here, just needs time travel. I don't think it goes quite that far in this one, but to be fair, we did play Sonic 06 for the stream at one point as well. Starting to see the pattern here. Don't know if I like the pattern on the wall. I'll see you all next time. Hopefully we'll break the pattern at some point here.